Hey everybody, I made the mistake of starting a conversation right at the time that I was going to hit transition. So, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're on now. They can't hear you though, fortunately. They can just hear me. So, anything you say right at this moment, you're still muted. So, they can just hear me. Hello everyone, welcome to the Heroic Studios Gaming channel. This is me. I'm the Heroic Studios Gaming Hero 170. Got Cole in the chat. Hello, Cole. And there's probably other people. I don't know. I think it's mostly us. But anyway, hello everyone. We're thanks for keeping us company. We're going to be starting the second session of Stealing the Truth. We are ahead of schedule this time because we're not super late, and everything is organized well. We are missing one person, however. One of our members is suffering from the power loss problem and was unable to join us this session, and will be unable to join us for the next session as well. So we went ahead and adjusted the screen. But let me go ahead and unmute everyone else. Okay, everyone, now they can hear you when you say things.
Hi.
So hello.
Hey.
Hey, everyone, welcome back.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
All right. You know, this is cool. I like this little chat thing I got going on over here. It's cool. I can see everyone. See, I can be like, hello. I don't know if this is a new feature or a new feature to me, but either way, I like it. So let's start the music. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do.
I don't remember how to play.
You don't remember how to play? Well, you're gonna roll dice. That's how you're gonna play.
I never learned how to play.
Wow, Dan, what did you do? That was amazing. That was the right volume.
Was it?
Yeah.
You're
I
like
adjusted.
super loud.
Oh, good. Should
Yeah.
I turn it down a little, Scott?
No, you're
just
great.
Take the mic out of your mouth.
No, you're fine. That was great. The volume is wonderful now.
All right, I got into my settings.
Got it. Cool. I'm a bit quiet.
Didn't mean to shock you, Scott.
No, it was wonderful. I'm a bit quiet. Cole's telling me I'm a bit quiet. So
Cole's like the most amazing sound assistant on the planet. She just hops stream to stream and lets people know when their sound's off. She's really good at it.
okay, all of us are quiet? Oh, okay. Let me try to turn everything up then. I'm turning up all of the sounds except the music. I'll leave that really low. Is that okay, Cole? Thanks for helping us out with this. This is a testing. Nope. That was me, not you. Oh, now we're just blowing everybody's eardrums out. The exact thing that I was talking about when we started. That's what the conversation that I began. We're now doing that to everyone. So everyone at home is like, probably people in their car turning up the volume to like hear us, and then all of a sudden I blew them out. That's fine. Thanks, Will. You did it. It's great.
It's fine.
Cool, we destroyed Windows.
This is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
We've
Everything's
got
on fire.
this. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Oh, that's right. That's right.
I am not concerned about the fact that the bad guys just walked right in front of us out of the elevator.
Yeah, why don't you?
We are fine.
Who
We
wants
are
to give us
fine.
a rundown on what happened last time? Whoever wants to do that.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see. There were drugs. We went to a karaoke bar. We got money. There was leopard print. It was a thing. Then there was more drugs. No, in all seriousness, though, we are attempting to steal a
No.
briefcase
Hold on.
attached.
That was exactly correct. That was exactly what happened in the last game session. That was a perfect rundown. Thank you for that.
And then
There were a little more drugs, though.
Right, and then we decided to. Oh, we're with a celebrity,
Yeah, that's right.
and he lambskin on
Lots of
everything,
lambskin.
sensitive hiney. And then parking garage, lots of robots, and bad guys, in that order.
And stolen iPods. Or iPads.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, stolen. Yep.
Just the one.
Just the one.
But lambskin,
Mhm.
that's what's important, and not that artificial shit. Top of the line, white. It's got to be white.
Yes.
'Cause
So,
filthy Frank has a sensitive hiney.
the story is that you guys were hired for a job by a Japanese guy who had some connections to the Yakuza. to do a thing where you had to steal an object that is probably inside of a Bible, inside of a briefcase, inside of a safe, inside of a car. And you needed to, you wanted to go ahead and do some recon. So you convinced the Church of the Truth, which is where this thing is originating from, that your Frank celebrity, mid-level
Filthy
celebrity
Frank.
that Frank is a clone of, is wanting to join the church, but needed to make sure that everything was lambskin of the church first and that the parking structure was up to snuff. And therefore, you guys decided that that was going to be a recon. You snuck in, managed to get inside, and, talk your way around, distracting everyone until the elevator door opened, and out stepped a very tall, very beautiful, very blonde woman with a very short, bug-eyed guy with glasses and a very tall, very hard-looking robot. The bug-eyed guy with glasses has a briefcase attached to his wrist, and you guys have the sudden realization that you have been doing recon at the very moment that your Mark was going to be leaving the garage. And that's where we start the session. Does anyone have any problems with what I just said? Is that wrong, or is that how you remember it?
We did forget that Paul was the arm candy.
Oh, yes, we forgot about Paul,
Yes.
the arm candy.
We forgot the arm candy.
Yeah, glitch.
Glitch is the arm candy.
Yeah, Glitch, the roughly 18-ish, perhaps 16-ish psychic person who has done lots of weird purple eyes stuff, is the arm candy.
The fact that she's only been out in public for what, 6 months now?
Yeah, about 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months, 6 or 7 months,
Well,
maybe 5 months. You're not entirely sure. Time was a bit weird when you got used to there being another world out there.
Well, she's very naive. That's why she's with the celebrity.
Yeah, that sounds right. Not to razz on any celebrities out there, if anyone is a celebrity that's watching this show, you're great! We're not
I
talking about
forgive
you.
I'm talking about those other celebrities.
The other celebrities, Those ones that join weird churches that have lambskin everythings. Yeah. All right, well, so let me ask you, as you stand here in this garage, surrounded by what appears to be, 3, I believe I said, robots, 6 drivers-ish, driver mechanic-y types, 1 bald dude who has a frog-like voice, a very tall, very blonde woman, a very tall, very deadly-looking robot, and a very short, very bug-eyed, blonde-haired dude with glasses. What do you do with this situation? By the way, I forgot to mention, because I have to mention this, music in the background for everyone listening at home is White Bat Audio. Look them up. I have to mention it because that's part of the deal. So there you go.
I believe I'm in the car, right? With Spaz?
Yes, you were acting as
Technically.
driver of this car.
Yes.
And Spaz was acting as some kind of bodyguard security. of the car.
Manager.
No.
Well, no, I think
Snap
he was.
is the bodyguard.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Snap is the bodyguard of Frank, but there was some kind of thing. He was sitting in the car pretending to do something, right? And that's what he was doing.
He was
Pretty sure it was
he's
drugs.
supposed to be the manager
Oh,
of
okay, well, maybe he was
Filthy
being a
Frank.
manager. Maybe he was doing that. But he was definitely doing drugs. Snorting something off the dashboard of the car. Something or other.
Yeah.
And he's doing a lot of this, yeah, I think we got it. He's doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
I just want to give myself a pat on the back for a decent
I mean, that was
That was good.
spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
People would
if
be
you twitched
proud.
for quite long enough, but other than that,
yeah, right.
You didn't
Yeah, he-
smack yourself in the head,
He incorporates a lot of clicking.
There was a lot of clicking. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So, the briefcase. Is it heading to a vehicle, or are
Yep.
they?
Yeah, so they were
Yeah,
when they got off the
they're leaving
elevator,
right
they're
now.
walking toward a vehicle. They're talking about something that you guys don't have any context for, and the language is English, but it seems like there's jargon in there because there's words you just don't understand. You're like, what? What is that word? Right? Like a word that you should you feel like you should know, but you just don't. right?
Yep.
Yeah. Whatever context they're using it in doesn't quite match the place it was located in the sentence. So it's probably some jargon for something. Maybe cult slang, maybe tech slang. You're not entirely sure.
And we did figure out the car, right? We figured out which car was the car that they're going to be in.
Yep, the very moment that Snap figured out which car they were going to be in, the elevator door was like, bing, and out walked these people.
And then we figured out that the front and the back cars, car 1 and 3, each have a machine and a human, and then the middle car has 2 humans.
No, machine and human. No,
So all three
Oh.
cars are missing.
I thought one of the cars had both humans in it, but okay.
no, so the there's only 2 passengers going to be in the middle car, but there's not going to be a driver and or like shotgun person. So it's an auto.
Oh, okay.
So, but it has the exact same look. Like there's a human and a robot in all 3 cars.
Okay.
It's for distraction purposes. I bet.
Yeah, it's kind of like Marine One or Air Force One. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but whenever the president leaves anywhere in the United States, whenever they take a plane or helicopter anywhere, there are 3 planes and 3 helicopters that take off at the same time with 3 different flight plans, but the same destination. That's so that no one knows which one the president is actually.
Yep.
Same thing happening.
But we do. Oh.
But you do. You actually know which one is going to be the one that they're in.
I'm in the car, so I can't participate in this conversation, so it is up to you, fine men. Plan.
Say fine, men.
Yes.
I'm a woman. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you're not even a human, so that doesn't even make sense. Like
That's true. Yeah, I'm a psychic.
I'm a robot.
I'm in the car, so
So Frank, you're on your own.
it's all you, Frankie. You're in charge, buddy. Go
Well,
I
for
mean,
it.
so Cypher's
He's a
still out
clone.
there, but Cypher's
He's a
also a
clone.
psychic. So,
Yeah, and Dan is a clone, so it doesn't really.
so nobody's
Yeah.
human out there. No man.
The only human is the one that's in the car sniffing drugs.
Well, I'm half a human or 2 humans. I'm not sure how the math works on that one.
You're half of 2 humans.
Oh.
Okay, so there are 3 robots standing by the 3 cars. We've got 3 people that just came out of the elevator with an additional robot, right?
So it's 2 humans and a robot that came, or humanish, and a robot. There are 3
Okay,
total
2
creatures, beings that came out of the elevator.
Okay. For all further intents and purposes, you are either human or robot.
Okay.
Because we don't need to. So we've got 2 humans and a robot that came out. We've got 3 robots by 3 cars, and then we've actually got a garage full of other humans too, right?
There are
Wasn't there
other
extra
other
humans?
humans, yeah.
Those
If you
are
know,
the ones.
because to keep it even less confusing, we're just gonna call them meat bags and non-meat bags.
Okay,
Yeah.
meat bags and non-meat bags, and then we've got a Kermit the Frog in there too.
Yeah,
with us, yes.
we have a Kermit meat bag. Yeah.
Okay, Kermit meat bags in there too.
I'm calling frog legs.
Oh, can anybody tell it's been a really long week for all of us? Oh.
Where is?
I mean, you know, it's a long week. My update today on the Kickstarter was like, we're $9 away from the goal, and by that I meant $59. But I stuck with it for like all of the math for the rest of the update. And then like hours later, I was like, what was I? I woke up and no coffee, no energy drink, nothing. Made a post. Why was I doing this to myself?
Okay. Here we go.
Where is Zypher right now?
Yeah, listen.
I think he's almost. He's halfway between the car we showed up in and where you're at.
Yeah, he was trying to do like a scanny Madoodle, and it wasn't working out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I passed off the tablet to him at some point.
Yeah, and then we figured it all out.
Okay. Well, I need to. I'm gonna pull him aside somewhere out of earshot of all these church folk, or at least whisper in his ear something. But I need to. I need to know if you can hack into one of the security vehicles, like now. Like we're probably gonna have to go now.
Yeah, I can try to
Yeah.
squeeze my way in and figure it out.
Yeah, you're totally easy, like able to step aside for a moment and then like, turn to your assistant, right? Because that's the role he's playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
assistant.
Especially when like some important people get off the elevator, when everyone kind of goes like, you get the feeling that like this, like one of them must be the boss because they're all like looking and like everyone straightens up a little bit, you know, put tools back in like, you know, chests and things. So they're just kind of like, and so you are not the center of attention at the moment, so you are able to step aside and speak to your assistant, which no one looks
Excellent.
up to.
I'm actually going to add one more thing to him is go to the car for some privacy, then come back in 5 minutes and say that I'm needed on a phone call in the car, and we'll get the hell out of here.
Okay. So yeah, I casually, but with haste, start walking back to the car, not to draw attention of anybody.
Okay, that's fine.
I
I
would-
don't think you'll draw attention to anyone. You're an assistant, and your quote-unquote celebrity boss just said something to you, so you walking back to the car, that's normal. Even if people notice you, they're not gonna like. It's not one of those things that ever flags it. It's just like, yeah, it's kinda like,
He's moving fast.
right, because Frank is not rushing back to the car, right? Like, but his assistant is. I don't know. Maybe it's like, oh hey, go get a T-shirt. I need to autograph it. Like they don't know.
Go get my lambskin T-shirt and
Actually, Glitch wants to.
Very angsty-looking
Yes,
teen on the screen.
Glitch wants to look at the guy with the briefcase, but like almost in. Again, this guy's like, wow, he's like this is not something she sees every day. As he said, he's large robot.
The robot next to the guy with the briefcase?
Which is the larger robot? The one
Yeah.
with the briefcase?
No. The briefcase is attached to the arm of the bug-eyed person with glasses.
Oh, okay.
The robot is standing next to that person. There's nothing impressive or amazing about the shorter, blonde, bug-eyed, glasses-wearing person, aside from the fact that they are wearing glasses, which is not common. Except sunglasses. People wear sunglasses all the time, even at night. You know, that's a thing that people do. But in this case, like these are like corrective lenses, or so it seems, and that's just weird. So that's the thing that would stand out for him.
You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. I'd like to casually examine those glasses, see if I can see any identifying marks on them. So, why is he wearing glasses like that?
Okay. That'd be a search roll.
That's what I hoped.
I mean, you're a reader. This is your job.
Yeah. So remember, I roll.
You're gonna roll the so
Really,
first it's gonna be intelligence. You're gonna roll that intelligence number as your pool, and you're gonna be trying to get on the die face the number you have for search or below.
And the target number is only a 3.
The hit limit is a 3.
Oh, sorry. The
target number
this
comes from
is
me, and I haven't told you one yet. So what is your skill in search?
well, that's what I meant. Yeah, my skill is a 3. That's my target number.
That's your
on
that's
the
your
dice.
hit limit. That's what
Hit
it's called,
limit.
Yeah. The target number you're gonna need is 2. So you
Well,
need 2 hits.
I'm sorry, I got 3.
Okay. You got 3 hits. Well, that's fine. No, yeah, so you absolutely can see these are not necessarily corrective lenses. They probably are, but there's definitely some digital display going on. This must be some kind of modified visor. As it were. You get that friendly roll there. In fact, you know it's a modified visor.
All right then. And next, I'm going to examine the big robot and see if I can find any. I can see if I see any weak points in case we have to fight this thing at some point.
Okay.
So that's another.
It's going to be 2 hits that you need. Same roll.
And 1 is an explosion.
Mm-hmm. So it counts as a hit, and then it explodes, so you roll it again.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so that's 3. Yeah, I had 3, but 2 are 1s. I got a 2 and another 1. So I get to roll. I'm at 5. And I rolled another 1, so I'm at 6. And that's a fail, so 6.
Cool.
No response.
You don't get anything. No, just kidding. Yeah, no. You can
No
totally
weak points.
So this robot doesn't necessarily have really any weak points that you can see per se, but it is a robot. I'll say that it is sort of like there's some balance problem on its left leg that you notice, but that's about it. Like it doesn't, like the left leg seems to lift a little lower than the other one, and it like steps funny.
All right, I make a note of that and then pass that on afterwards.
I just made that up because you got 6 hits, so I had to give you something. 'Cause, dang. I'm gonna make a note of that myself.
Yeah. Yeah, and when it counts, I'm going to be rolling 6s.
I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Left leg balance. Cool. All right, so Drillbit, you had a question, I believe.
Did I?
Yeah, you put one in chat. But I wasn't sure if you wanted to.
Oh, I was just. Man, why you put me on the spot like that? I was just,
I'm trying to get everyone involved.
kind of
in the
making a
scene.
joke, kind of. What's going on with Spaz and I in the car then?
Spaz is like, and it like starts sniffing on something, and then like he like drinks something, and like you can see that he's sort of fixated on the robot. He seems to be nervous about the robot,
Okay.
but he's waiting for you guys because it sounds like the plan is that Cypher's gonna get in the car, stare at the wall for a second, and then get back out and then be like,
But we don't know that.
Frank
So I'm going to
Riveter.
look at
Oh,
Spaz
yeah.
and I'm going to say, Spaz, do you feel it would be appropriate if I were to attack the robot that is at the back of the group at my earliest convenience?
I mean, you could, yeah. Trying my impressions. We'll see how it goes. I don't know
Yeah,
if I can
it's
maintain it all
great. It's
night.
great. Do you have any items on you that would be able to assist us with disabling such a foe?
I'm let me see if I have that sheet because I don't know that I do. Why do I have so many-
Maybe he's got like a cool EM pulse
He
bomb
does
that he
not
made.
have that. I can tell you that.
I think he just spent all his money on drugs.
I could believe that.
Well, but he just did, he did get a lot of money from Glitch,
Yeah.
selling Glitch drugs, so.
Yeah. He
Well,
does
so you have
a
to
lot of
buy the
glitch-
drugs.
Glitch drugs money, yeah. Why is this?
You know
not- Why is
I don't know
Facebook
how to
not-
spend money. It's like, okay, that seems fair. Just taking advantage of a sweet, innocent little girl.
I'm gonna try to find my chat. Okay, there's my chat with Dave. Let's see his character sheet. Let's see. Oh, he wanted to have a flamethrower. That's what he wanted, so we had to talk about that.
Did he get the flamethrower?
He did not. He did get a cool mechanics toolkit, though.
I was gonna be really, really excited if there was a giant flamethrower, like just
never-
hanging out on the back seat.
It doesn't look like he ever sent me his character sheet, but let me look in the other chat. Maybe he sent it in the other chat. I don't know. I don't think he has any grenades though. I don't think he did spend money on that. I think he spent money on drugs.
Okay.
Yep. It doesn't.
Then
look
I
like
guess
got
I'm just gonna
that
keep sitting there.
But there's a reason why he did that, and you can notice. I'll give you this little hint about a little bit of insight into Spaz. As he's sitting there like doing these drugs, you notice that he's sort of changing a little bit. There's some kind of like pulsing and like expanding of his arms and the veins in his arms. character
Oh
names
my
for
gosh, is he Cyber Popeye?
And you just see like the vein in like his head like suddenly like it gets real big, like pulses for a second, goes away, and then it gets real big again. And he's like twitching, and he drinks another thing, and starts snorting some more of something. He eats some pills.
Spaz, your body seems to be functioning in a manner that is not typical for your
Functioning fine.
species.
Functioning fine. Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Very well.
At about this time is when Zypher, who I believe was going back to the car, would be arriving.
Yep. I get in really quickly, pulling the deck out on my wrist, like, shh, be quiet. And I just start going in, trying to get one of the security cars.
You're trying to hack a security guard?
Yeah, I think that's what we were talking about.
One of the robots, you mean? I'm not sure.
I thought he wanted him to hack
car.
one of the cars.
Yeah, I
Oh.
thought we were gonna try to reroute one of the cars.
Got it. Really? Yeah. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Cool. So you wanted to try to sleaze into the system of some vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got your deck. You've got your
Yep.
sleaze chip. You've got your special ability, right? Your enhancement on your augmentation.
Yep.
Okay. Double checking that because that changes your number. What are these rules? Why do I have so many rules? Just kidding. All right.
You made it.
Sleazy. Sleaze. Cool. So your thing drops it down. That's 3 off, right? TN
Yeah.
minus 3. Okay. So then it's just going to be TN minus 1. All right. So yeah, just need to get 2 hits on your software roll to get into this
Right.
this card.
Yeah, it's intelligence, which is 5 dice, and I need 3s,
Uh-huh.
2s, and 1s. Okay, so I got 2 1s and a 3. Okay, so 3 hits.
3 hits. Yeah, you get a.
Okay,
So
and I go with
you're in, and what are you planning to do?
rerouting it.
So it's just gonna. This is the main car, right? That it
Yes,
flies to
reroute it
flies
to
to the garage rather than wherever it was intending to go.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So that would be manipulate file for it because you're manipulating its pre-written GPS flight plan.
Yes.
The variable on that one is going to be probably a 4 because it's pre-written, so this would be locked in. But you have a -2 to that, so it's going to be 2.
Okay.
Because you have your augmentation and then your deck. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 5 dice again, and I'm looking for 3, 2, 1. What's my target number I need again?
2.
2?
You said
Okay.
2 hits.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. 4 hits.
Yeah, easy. System has no idea that it's been changed, and it now has a new logged GPS flight plan for the auto drive system.
And I assume that takes 5 minutes, and I
Takes a
step
little bit of
back
time
out.
while you're like tick, 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 tick.
I step back out. Filthy Frank, important phone call. Need to get back here quickly.
Is it Mr. Filthy or is it Mr. Frank? That's the real question.
Boss.
ASF.
Oh yeah, good. Let me take that, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute, and we'll continue this tour.
Yeah, so let's go to the outside of the car. Sorry, let's cover the outside of the car in that 5 minutes of time that was spent while everyone was just like waiting in a holding pattern. So outside of the vehicle, while this is all going on, while Zypher's outside, the 3 people they are walking towards you guys. And once they realize that they're not like alone, as in like not everyone in the room is a member of the Church of the Truth, they stop talking. Because, that's a thing that you do. You don't just keep having this clandestine conversation in front of people that are not sworn to secrecy. So they see you guys, and the very blonde woman steps forward and she says, Oh, I did not realize we had guests. And she reaches her hand out. She says, Magdalena Anderson Bryce. And then she's pointing at you, Frank. Like, she's talking to you directly. She, like, sidestepped her, like, baldy dude and, like, went straight to you.
Yeah, great to meet you. Just taking a tour of the church here. You know, management team thought I should check it out.
You're interested in joining the church, are you?
Well, we're weighing our options.
So I see that you're doing some soul searching, at least, to consider joining a church. And then you see, like, a flash, like, in her eye. And then she pauses for a moment, and then she looks at you and says, from what I understand, you have a reputation of simply being filthy.
Yes, you know, some of the guys at the record label want to change that reputation.
New PR change. We understand. There's a lot that's on the line when you have a bad reputation. So would you be changing your name to Clean Frank?
No, you guys have to be okay with Filthy Frank.
Well, it's fine with me, but what about your PR team? And as you guys are having this conversation, you can see that behind them, the robot and the short, blonde guy start walking toward the car.
And I'm going to casually keep an eye on them as best as I can as a reader.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't lose sight of them or anything. Like, you can watch them pretty carefully. You can even do like that thing where you take like a weird step, like you're adjusting like your dress or something, but you're actually like keeping an eye, like a direct line of sight on them. Yeah, so that they don't.
Does there seem to
disappear
be
in the
anything
car.
special about the briefcase?
Nope, just a briefcase. Seems to be briefcasey. It's being held by a guy.
Can I see how it's connected to him?
Yeah. There's a sort of chain, like, it's not like a handcuff. It's like a cool monofilament handcuff type thing. It's light, but it is solid. It's hard to break. It would require some kind of large cutting device to cut through it. Or
Like
you
a
can cut through
large
the arm, which would
drill?
be a lot easier than
drill
cutting
bit.
through the monofilament.
Will a drill bit cut through it?
That's a very good question. The answer would be yeah. Yeah, you could probably cut through it. Or you could cut through the arm very easily.
Yeah,
with a
they are,
drill bit.
yeah, that's probably pretty. It's a lot easier.
Would a well-placed bullet go through it?
Through the briefcase?
Well, through the connecting.
Quite possibly.
Point of it.
Quite possibly. It would be a hard shot, but it might. The lady continues talking to her, talking to you, Frank. And she just seems to be trying to get to know the deeper you, the reason why you brought up the management team. She's like, is it really the management that wants to look into this church?
I would like to read person and see why she has me on the hot seat. See if she's being genuine or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that is.
So with that one, that's a read person roll, right? Let's see.
Yes.
So you're actually gonna be looking for like a kinetic cues type thing, right? So you're gonna make a read person roll. You're looking for 2 hits to find out. You're gonna read her body language, her facial features, etc., to give you some kind of like advantage, but also we'll use it to like get you some read on who she is.
All right. Well, I got one that exploded, so let's hope for another one. No, one.
Just one hit, huh?
Just one.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you don't really get much out of it. You can tell that she's kind of being genuine, and that like she seems to be honestly concerned. The question is whether she's concerned about you joining the church, or whether she's concerned about the person that she was just with and wondering why you're here at the very time that person is transporting your briefcase out of the garage. Could be one of those two. Not quite sure.
It's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But you do get the feeling that she is definitely the person in charge, and she didn't introduce herself. So you have a name now.
Yes. All right. Well,
Which,
I'll placate her until.
just- So for you guys at home, and for you guys if you don't remember, in your previous game session, there was a rumor on the internet that a person named Magdalena Anderson Bryce was the mysterious Mab in charge of the Church of the Truth. You have now confirmed this information standing here in the garage. Yeah. So you've gotten farther than most of the conspiracy theorists on the internet. Good job. Okay, so you're just gonna keep like chatting her up and trying to like talk to her and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Frank comes over to the car, Drillbit's gonna get out and open the door
Mhm.
for him and
Mhm.
let him slide into the back.
Right about the time that the blonde-haired guy and the robot get to the car is about the time that Zypher opens the door to the car and says, "Mr. Filthy Frank, sir, important phone call."
All right. And then excuse me, guys. I'll be back in just 1 minute. And we'll continue this. And I'll step away to take the phone call. Let me see. Who's outside the car?
Snap.
T-Snap is my security.
Yes.
Yep.
Snap and Glitch are both outside the car.
Right.
While we see them do that, I'd probably send like a message because I have one of the clicks to everybody. It's like, are we ready for this to go sideways?
Yeah. I would. Have the cars left? The convoy cars.
No, but you can see that the drivers and stuff are moving towards.
It's getting very close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the human driver people are climbing in, and the like security bot things that were just kind of standing there, they suddenly come to life, and then they like open the door, and like there's like that robotic like torso turn door, like hand opens the door kind of thing where they start to climb in.
So,
Uh.
sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was just gonna say, so he's walking over, he's getting in. The other two people, Glitch and her brother, they're staying over by the other people, or are they coming over to the car too?
So
Just trying to figure out where
so
everybody's
Glitch's
at.
brother is already in the car. Glitch is
Okay.
over outside the car, and Snap.
Oh yeah, he got out and he. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Snap
is outside the car because Snap was walking around with Frank. So, in theory,
Yeah.
Snap could walk with Frank, but Snap might have some other thing
Oh,
they
okay.
want to do.
Okay. So Frank is
Um,
definitely moving. Okay.
Glitch sighs and she gets in the car.
Okay, so you walk over to the Glitch walks over to the car too. That makes sense. She's the arm candy, so she just goes where the Frank goes.
I'm just trying to think if I should just try and shoot the briefcase off the dude's arm. Because there's a skill called aimed shot.
Yeah,
that
there's
I
an
think
action
I could
yeah.
do.
Yeah, there's an action called aim shot.
You feel a sudden pulse of energy from across the gym as a message is sent to you between your fellow robot and yourself that says, "Don't do it. I can read your circuits, MF. Don't do it."
It's in binary. It's a bunch of zeros and ones. But
Exactly.
it comes across to you as like a normal message.
Yep. So he would.
Very panicked.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. It's like what it was is it was probably something like Drobit like looking around to find out where everybody is, catches Snap and realizes he's like kind of reaching for his gun, and it's like right, like just a pulse, and like that's
Exactly.
enough. Yeah.
Okay,
She sees him
don't go
reach, she
sideways.
sees his-
Got it.
She sees his eyes do some calculations and
Yeah, just that like the light from his HUD like eyes, right? Just like you see it like through the Cylon thing. You're like, he's calculating something. Yeah.
So now that we're inside,
Over
I
the
say,
back of the car.
I think we need to leave before that, because they probably won't let us out while they're leaving. So we might want to try to get out now. Make
Oh,
some
that's
excuse. So you promised me dinner. I don't know, something like that. And then we can leave and then get into a position to meet up with them.
That's actually a fair point. Like if they're leaving, would they put us on hold, like sort of like air traffic, where it's like one at a time flying out? All right, then I'm
Reasonable
going.
assumption for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out of our car and yell over to Miss Bryce, or the Froggy guy. They both seem viable.
They're
options.
talking to each other now anyway.
I'm like, hey, I just got a call. I have to go. Can you get us? Can you give me clearance to get out of here first?
She looks around and then like they have a brief conversation. She's clearly kind of annoyed, but she just nods and then yeah, you guys get like the signal from the auto control. It's like you're free to go. You can see that like the drivers in their like escort cars are kind of just like like we were about to leave.
It's okay. I'm famous. They don't mind waiting.
Right. They don't want to make you like that was the conversation. Like, is he worth it? Like, well, come on. Like, we have to give him some. Like, and it's fine. Let him go. Just let him go. Just let him go.
All right. Well, we're cleared to get out of here, and then I guess we just have to see how horrible this goes after that.
Did Snap join us in the car?
I would be right outside the car while that's being figured out.
Cool. Snap. Make a search roll for me.
That's... Yeah, that's a
Least
big
one.
no.
Big nope. No hits.
Well, can I use a feedback?
You can, or you can gain one. It's up to you.
I think I'll use one.
So you have one hit.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There's something attached to the back of the car. You didn't see it. You didn't notice it.
The
Nobody
back
heard
of our
anything.
car?
Yeah. There's like a thing. It's clearly a tracker of some kind is attached to the back of your vehicle, which you see because you're the only one outside of it right now.
How is it attached?
It looks like
something I
it
could
was
just kinda,
fired
kick
out of a
off,
thing,
or-
and it like clinked onto the side or the back of your vehicle. So it's just like ground in with like some like the grapples. You've seen this kind of thing before.
Could I try and switch it to a different car?
You could remove it,
Okay.
but you'd have to like throw it. I guess if you try to throw action, like a casual weird throw, so we'll add an extra TN to that, then you could try.
Alright, so what am I? Said it's a throw action?
Yeah, so throw is one of the attack actions. Throw object.
Right.
Target number in this case will be 4.
And what am I rolling?
It's athletics.
Athletic. Oh, okay. This probably is not going to go very well. Two hits.
Hey, well, it was 4 that I said to casually throw it.
Yep.
So, do you want it to attach to another vehicle, or do you want it to just fall out of nowhere's land?
It was mostly just to get it off of our car.
Okay. Then yeah,
So
just
it's
kind of goes
kinda-
skidding about underneath a car somewhere. Like it makes like an obvious sound, and like the flick that you tried to do, like it did, like people noticed it, but not really. Like it was like so. That was what I was gonna ask. If you wanted to attach to another vehicle, they totally noticed you do it. If you didn't want it to attach to another vehicle, they don't really notice you do it, but it does make a noise, so it's over
Okay.
there somewhere. So you know that it missed, but that's all you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It was mostly to get it off of our car and kind of a, let's see.
Put it
but
on a tracker car, and then they're like, "Why are they flying the same place?" Like,
Yeah.
But then that defeats the purpose.
all right, yeah, okay. So you get rid of it.
All right. and I would probably get in the driver's seat, I guess, if we're about to be doing all this fun stuff.
Yeah, I think Drillbit said she was gonna climb in the back.
Yeah.
So yes, they're waiting for you before they can take off. So everyone's kind of like, what is Snap doing right now?
He just kind of stumbles to pass it off. Clink, clink.
Stumble, eh? So is it like it looks like a stumble?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get in the car, Spaz's like, everything okay with your balance?
Yes, everything is fine.
All right. Look like he fell. And right then you can tell that he's physically bigger than he was before. Like he's even like slightly taller.
Is everything okay with you?
I'm fine.
And I guess if we have clearance to leave, we're just gonna start
Start
pulling out
flying
and
out,
wait
yeah.
for the other ones to.
All right, you're gonna fly out of this place. No problem. I'm not gonna make him roll because this is casual stuff. Easy flying to get out. But when you're outside, where do you go once you get out past the?
Probably in a spot where we can just wait for them along the path, because we know where the path is. So probably a spot where we can
Don't-
wait.
Don't go from where we are to where they're going to be. We want to go in case they're
Yeah,
still
a little-
watching.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take the scenic route.
Start to fly up to like one of the sky lanes, probably going like uber slow for some reason. Like
Yeah.
get like the slow onto the on ramp, as it were, like trying to make
Right.
Sure, yep. That's fine.
Properly merging,
Do we need to ensure that we are at Spaz's warehouse location prior to their arrival?
They're arriving.
Is that where the vehicle's headed?
That's where I put it too. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna happen to the vehicle when it gets there if there's no driver? Can they reprogram and drive themselves away?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably meet them there.
We should probably go faster than we are currently going then.
Yep.
And find shortcuts.
The best shortcut and fastest shortcut would be to go up to the Platinum Ebony sky lane level, and where you'd have pretty much clear skies to go as fast as you wanted, with no police intervention. Problem is that that's reserved for those people that have the highest mega corporation clearance.
But we do, or we will, in 5 seconds.
Okay.
Cypher
The
starts
question is-
hacking to
All right, so you're gonna have to hack into the traffic, the big computing system that handles all of the trafficking stuff that keeps everyone from crashing into each other, and make sure that only the rich are on the top lanes and the poor can mill about in the lower unregulated lanes all they want. That's a TN6. That's a 6 network. So, fortunately, you're sleazing, so that puts it at a 5 for you. Unless
can
you
I help
spoof
them?
first, right?
Can I help them?
You can try. Yeah, you can try. You
What
can
do I
what,
have
like
to
one
do? To,
dice?
well, what am I adding?
You're not doing anything. So you don't actively do anything when you help. What is your
Right, add
intelligence?
one dice.
What is your intelligence at?
Intelligence is a 5.
Oh, okay. Then you're adding 2 dice to this.
We're both very smart and have high science intelligence. Just we went different routes.
So I roll 7 dice then.
Yes. If you're not going to spoof, the thing about spoofing, right? The thing about spoofing is that it's an action you take. So you're going to take an additional action, but it gives you the TN. If you succeed, the TN is -2. So it'll go from a 5 to a 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spoof first. Yeah, I'll try spoofing. So then I just roll my 5 then.
Yeah, just roll your normal dice and try to spoof first. Try to get 3 hits. Actually 1 hit. Sorry, because I forgot about your darn augmentation and your darn deck there. So yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 2 twos. So.
Yeah, that's enough. You just need 1 hit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. So 3 hits.
All right, so now the TN for cracking into the transportation network is 3, which is much easier to handle. And now you're rolling 7 dice.
Now
And
I'm rolling
Glitch is over his shoulder saying, "What does this do here? Can you do this instead?"
Digital monitoring system. I actually wrote
Being
it
the
down
annoying
somewhere.
little
Oh, there it is.
sister.
The transportation network. It's the city, the Chrome City or Chrome Port City Transportation Network, the CTN.
Said I needed 3 hits.
3 hits.
I got 4.
Okay, you cracked it. Sleazing it in, you didn't set off a net ice. You could tell that there are crackers here. Like, there's other signs that there are other people hacking into this thing, whether they be security hackers or people like you who are, giving yourself platinum ebony access.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah. There's some tags, and yeah, and like we'll go ahead for narrative purposes and say there's at least one indicator that it is a like a person that you know from other things you've done on the internet, right?
Hey.
So
Alright, cool.
like there's just like a code that indicates to you that there's a person there that you know.
I know him.
So you are able to go ahead and give yourself Platinum Ebony access. So you guys are now allowed, like, unlocked. There's a There's a thing inside the vehicle that displays upon your HUD eyes, because that's how it works, because you're connected to the vehicle. That tells you that it's like a thing that you've never seen before, like one of the like lights that normally appear on dashboards of cars kind of feel, but it's like digital display, right? It comes on. You've never seen this thing before, but you know it exists. You know it's some kind of like access level indicator, and you've never seen it on before in your whole life as a robot. However long you've been alive, never seen it.
Probably just gets excited, goes right there, and we're gonna see how fast this thing goes.
Yeah. So you just kind of
No warning.
fly past everyone, and like it's cool because there's this thing that happens when you're like going up to the different skylines. Normally, when you start getting up to skylines, you start like running into other vehicles. You have to like dodge them because they're on like flight patterns and stuff, and you're like interfering with that. Especially when you get to the higher levels where you're not supposed to be. But in this case, as you pass through these different skylines, vehicles move out of your way. Like they're notified that you're coming through, and they move out of your way. It's something you've never had happen before when you got up this high. Like, it's very cool.
Dude,
For you, it's a very exciting experience.
This is something Frank would do, so that's why we're doing it.
No, not even Frank has flown in the Platinum Ebony sky level. When you guys get up here to this top Twilight atmosphere level, you can see Chromport City. It's very small below. Like, you still see it, right? It's not like in space, but like you're really high, and there's all kinds of stuff about like the city and the surrounding area that you have never seen before. You can see a big like long stretch of ocean off to the side. You can see ships out in the water that you didn't know were out there because you've never been high enough to see that far out into the water. It's just kind of lights on the water, as it were. This is a whole new experience for all of you.
Except for Spaz.
Except for Spaz.
Spaz is used to being this high.
All right. I'm going to give you feedback for that pun. That's good.
I mentioned now, I say, if we have to fight that robot, he had a bit of an issue with his left leg. It raised a little bit, so might be able to get him off balance. And the attachment was to that guy's wrist. That looks like, well, the wrist is the weak point, but if we wanted to remove it quickly.
I am capable of removing both the cuff or the wrist, whichever is more accessible at the moment.
Well, why did you send it to Spaz's place? They're gonna know. Then we have to take out both. So this is a lethal mission. We can't let anyone realize that it went there, and then we have to get rid of the car afterwards.
I'm pretty sure Spaz knows how to disassemble a car very fast.
And Drilba can disassemble the robot and the human, the meat bag.
Well, that got dark for you, Glitch. Okay.
Well, that's if we had met them somewhere else, we might have been able to not kill them, but I guess we have to now.
I do believe this was our initial plan. The entire time was
I
to
think so.
return the car to Spaz's warehouse.
Well, perfect.
Cypher will be able to lock any or block any tracking system on this vehicle once it gets within range, correct?
I should be able to, yeah.
Okay, as long as we do that, then I will deal with the robot. Glitch, I'm sure you could most likely take care of the meat bag that is in the vehicle.
Sure.
And then once the robot is in a subdued state, I will be able to remove the briefcase. And then once the briefcase is removed and the chip is secured, we are at liberty to do with as we please in regards to anything else.
Yeah, the safety of the chip is the only thing that you guys needed to.
Yes, our only goal here was to acquire the chip and keep it safe. Those were our directives.
Yep.
Wonderful. Then Snap, please drive faster.
Oh, Snap is
Did anyone
cruising.
else notice that Spaz is becoming larger for a meatbag? He seems to be reacting to his substances poorly.
Zypher finally looks up from his deck. Is like,
Well, I noticed, but I wasn't going to say anything.
He informs me that this is normal. I have never seen this reaction in a meatbag before.
meatbag, that's canon.
It's canon now.
Maybe it's a human thing.
Perhaps it is a human thing. Or a meatbag thing.
It's a human thing. We don't know. None of us here are humans aside from the guy who's hulking out.
Exactly.
The logic is there.
Poke a vein.
He just keeps doing stuff, and you can tell that he's definitely changing, like, physically. His shirt's starting to tear a little bit around the shoulders and, like, biceps. He's a lot bigger.
Is he going to become too large to fit in this vehicle?
No, he'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't
Sir.
believe that.
Is there a way I could hack the vehicle to make it go faster?
No, you don't need to. So Snap just hits the max speed of the vehicle, like the point where the engine of the vehicle is like taxing itself to keep maintaining the speed. But he's flying at like the fastest he's ever been able to fly inside the city before. Now I'm sure he's like flown this fast before somewhere. Maybe on the streets, maybe outside the city in like the dirt areas, something. But never like passing billboards and stuff, which are just kind of going by like trees, like, which is again something you guys have never experienced before. This is just impressive. But it's like no time at all. He's have to adjust the trajectory of the vehicle, otherwise he's going to overfly your area because he was going so fast. So, Snap, you're gonna have to make one fly roll for me, TM3, to critically adjust your trajectory and drop down into Old Market District.
And I have a -1 on that. So it'll be 2.
You have a -1 on... Oh, yeah, TN -1.
The HUD
correct,
vision.
correct. Yep.
And
May I assist him?
If you want to. What is your
I don't need
reaction?
that's
I was just going to say, she would just be like, Snap, I do believe on my calculations that if you do not start adjusting our flight trajectory within the next 5.23487 6 seconds, we will overshoot the location.
And like as soon as you finish that, he just goes and like the vehicle just dives. And all of you are just surprised because it like dives and it twirls, like it's this crazy maneuver, but he passes right through all of the other sky lanes, and just as you're all about to like have any food that you have eaten over the last several hours like come up and out, it levels out and he slides into a neat stop right at Spaz's garage into the parking
It's all
area.
ramen noodles. That's the only thing.
Oh yeah, the ramen noodles, the spicy, not
That's all
spicy
we've been
ramen
eating.
noodles. Yeah, that starts to come up. You can feel it. It like not coming up because you're gonna like because your body's kicking it out. Because gravity's literally forcing it back out of your body, and then it like stops.
your calculation was off by 3%, by the way.
Well, that is why you do what you do, and I have been constructed to do what I do.
Right? I would assume that Zypher and Glitch were both in the back, like, whoa!
Yeah, it was very much like a roller coaster moment. The question is, were you excited about it, or were you trying not to vomit?
Yes.
The only things holding you to your seat are the seat belts in the car.
Yeah, right.
Seatbelts?
I just imagine that if they actually would have all thrown up, that like it would be like, you know, when you like those in Demolition Man when the car gets in the accident and it blows up full
Yep.
of the foam.
Foam. Yep.
I imagine just all the ramen. It would just be like, like just ramen everywhere.
So you are back safely at Spaz's location, and you can see the Skylane area that you know the path of the trajectory of this vehicle is going to be in. Like, Zypher, you have the exact trajectory plan, like, figured out, so you can easily throw that to everybody so that they can see it in their HUD eyes, their clicks. Maybe they project it out so everyone else can see. You know exactly where this thing's going to be, so you can look up directly at where it's supposed to be.
Quickly pull it up, and just like, we don't have much time.
Yep.
Hide the car.
I mean,
We got to get in now.
the car is hidden. It's hidden amongst other cars, some of which are in better or worse condition than the one you were in. There's the Spaz's parking area, right? Had like stuff in it. It was like an empty lot kind of feel. It was like a junkyard, but not.
We got to get ready. We can't.
Spaz is like, yeah, we can get inside. We're gonna get on the roof. We can do whatever.
Drink water.
Do we have time
No.
for more ramen noodles?
There is insufficient time to adequately prepare the noodles for you.
Well, I'll just get the kettle on and then we can do it.
Well, I mean, the engine is super hot, so you might be able to just put some water on that, and it'll be like hot in a matter of seconds.
Oops, it's evaporated.
yeah. So we.
Drillbit will.
Okay.
She'll get out and she'll kind of pull Spaz out and pull him towards like maybe his office area and tuck him away.
Spaz is kind of resisting. He's like wanting to go out to where the front of the place is, and he is visibly different. Now you realize his new structure that you're looking at is built for combat. In human style, right? Like human style combat. Like he's got muscles in his arms. His legs seem to be ready to like move quickly. He's changed.
Drillbit's going to kind of stare at his arms and his legs, and then she's going to walk over and take her cyber arm and kind of flex next to his and look back between the both of them and do some mental calculations.
Yep. You, based on your mental calculations, you determine that there must be something. You're not sure what Spaz's augmentation is or was. You've never really, asked him, and you've never noticed anything visible. But now it's starting to become apparent that maybe this is his augmentation. That's the feels you're getting based on the dramatic change in all of his original stats. Like the size of his body, the shape of his body, all of those things that your calculations had encountered, so that whenever your sensors noticed someone who matched him, you knew that it was him, right? That kind of thing. Because robots don't necessarily have eyes, as it were. They have a bunch of calculations and cameras and sensors, right? And so he's dramatically different for what he was before.
Okay, well then I guess she'll stop trying to shove him in an office, because now it looks like he can throw a punch.
Yes. Oh man! So everyone at home, you just missed out. This is a really funny thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna put it in the chat. What was just shared? Apt, very apt. That's funny. Yeah, okay, so you realize that he's ready for combat.
Mm-hmm.
What are the rest of you going to do before you run out of time?
Get my gun ready. Probably try and hide somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide kind of close to the garage door. That way, when it comes in, I can go ahead and start disabling any trackers or anything that can make it go back around, or just basically stop it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to find somewhere to sort of hide, and I'm going to pop a pill.
Is it a black and red pill?
You're muted.
You muted yourself.
Black and red, yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The good stuff.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a usage roll a die roll. Sorry, a usage roll.
Is the one good?
A 1 is good. A 6 is bad. If you got a 6, I'd be like, wow, Spaz sold you a whole like crap load. Like he was like, it wasn't. He's like, it's a lot. It's 1 bill. Like what is going on? But no, he gave you. Yeah, you're fine.
Well, it's I ordered 2. That's why.
Right. Yeah, that's why. If you
case it
roll a
was
6,
funny.
then you've been like, all right, this is a bad batch. Gotta get the other batch going. All right, and Frank, what is Frank doing?
That
I
gives me a
guess
+2, right?
That will give you a +2 to your psi rolls. Yeah, for your psi, and it will give you but it gives you +2 backlash. So +1 backlash. All right, Frank, what are you doing?
I guess I'm also going to take cover and hide
do
and
all
wait for it to kick off. Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I do have a question.
Yeah.
For the weapon mods, I took an ammo mod. Does that replace? Do I have regular ammo as well?
It
would
would
be-
just replace whatever ammo you had before.
Okay.
What ammo did you get?
The tracker.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. You could have regular ammo. That's fine.
Okay.
You don't have to shoot tracker rounds at everybody. That seems weird.
That's
You're like,
better.
everyone's getting tracked. You're getting tracked. You're getting tracked multiple times. I'm gonna track you 3 or
get a
4
tracker,
times.
You get a tracker. Everyone gets a tracker.
If he hacks it, he can turn it into a taser while it flies.
Yeah, right.
Poor Cypher's gonna be over there not knowing what thing to disable. There's just trackers everywhere.
Yeah, he's like, what is going on? There's all these devices all over the place.
Stop it!
Yes, very much sus. Yes. Very much.
Drillbit's gonna
Gets up in the
kind of
wall.
stand wherever I'm assuming there's probably a quick release for the door to the garage.
Yeah.
That probably needs to use some muscle to kind of pull it. So she's going to stand wherever the quick release is. So as soon as the car slides in, she can slam the door down behind it. And then, that's what I'll do. And I'll have my big auger blade, my drill bit, ready to go.
Mhm. So as you guys are all getting into place, looking ready, waiting, ready, Cypher's little display in front of you, it takes a really long time. And you start to wonder, my video paused asking me if I was still watching. Yes, I'm still watching. It's only been like an hour. Come on now. Anyway, the vehicle, you can now see it. You see the escort vehicle in front, the escort vehicle in back, mid vehicle in the middle. However, it seems to have corrected itself and it's back on its original path. It is not on Cypher's path at all. But it is there. It is overhead.
Everyone get in. And he's in the driver's seat.
He snaps like, I'm back.
How far can something be hacked like that?
It's too far for him to hack right now, but if you do get in the car, the Snap can get you much closer, which will make it easy for you to hack it.
Drop me off on the third vehicle.
Oh, so we're going to take out all 3. Okay.
If it can't be hacked, we can give the hacking one shot. Otherwise, drop me off on the third vehicle.
Even if it can be hacked, drop you off on the third vehicle, right? All right.
Yeah.
Get ready to jump to the second. How far apart are the cars? I
They're-
guess would be my first question.
They're relatively close. You guys know what you're looking for. That's why you noticed them out of the crowd of other vehicles flying. And they should have been higher. What you're guessing is, based on how low they are, that somebody probably realized that there had been some issue. Like it was starting to descend, and they figured it out, and someone was able to correct the
Does-
ciphers.
Does it? Okay, so are we still in lead, middle, back? Is it still in the proper order, or
It
have the
is.
vehicles switched spots?
No, it is back in the proper, or it is in the proper order.
Does it look like the main vehicle with the thing? Does it look like it's still heading towards the shop?
It is not. That is what
Okay,
you're
so it's
aware
not
of.
at all. Okay. Okay, jump back in the car.
So, for my plan, my idea is to ram the back car and like use the momentum from that to launch Drillbit to the second car, the center car. Would that work?
You're gonna fly head on toward it.
Well, ram would be from behind, right?
It could be in the front. You could
'Cause-
try to ram it from.
Well, we're gonna be behind them though because they're flying over.
Because they are flying. Yeah, they are overhead. By the time you guys get up in the air, you are going to be flying behind them.
I was thinking maybe like ram down to hit the last car,
Mhm.
and then that would let Drillbit launch forward to the middle car that we're actually targeting.
So, but we can't crash the middle car because we have to protect the chip. So I'm thinking,
Well, if you
If you drive-
secure the chip, then it doesn't matter what happens to that middle car. That's what he's
That's
suggesting.
true.
Yeah.
okay, so throw drill bit on the car. Drill bit punches out a window, climbs in the car, breaks the
Cuts
guy's
the
arm,
top off the car.
But
cuts the
it's-
top off the car.
But in the car,
whatever.
it's probably going to be the two targets in there: the big robot and the other one. Do you want to go? You're gonna
All
go by
I
yourself?
all I have to do is grab the guy's briefcase and jump off the car. His arm can only carry so much. Eventually, it will
It will
give.
snap. Like something will give. Yeah.
And then I just have to make sure I protect the briefcase when I hit the
The
ground.
weakest link is not you nor the briefcase. The weakest link is either the thing holding the briefcase or his arm. One of those two will snap. That's what you're suggesting. Fair. That's a fair assessment.
Whatever you guys are comfortable with, we can talk this out for a hot second.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my idea was if you drove past the third one, I jump from our car to the third one, and then you guys go take out the first one while he's hacking the middle one and sends the middle one back down to the garage. We could do that too. But I'm totally down to try to like rip some dude's arm off with a briefcase mid-flight. Like that sounds amazing. So I will go with any idea anybody has. Especially if it ends with me ripping a dude's arm off.
And I mean, worst case scenario, we take out the third car either way. So
What do you guys want to try? Glitch, Cypher, Frank?
If you get the briefcase, I can try to grab it from you afterwards, so we make sure it really doesn't get damaged.
You're talking about telekinetically grabbing it? I get it.
The only way I know how.
Okay.
I assume we're driving to catch up to it right now while we're.
Yeah, this is.
I totally muted myself, so everyone at home was not hearing me say this. Yes, you have taken off, and you are moving toward it. You're having this like rapid fire decision making process, which I will give you like 1 more minute to determine. Rapid fire decision making process as you're flying toward these 3 vehicles. You can they're like Zypher's been nice enough to like lock them in on your guys' stuff so you can see them amidst all of the other cars, right? Like they stand out kind of feel. Like they've got like a red outline around them, you know, in your HUDs and stuff, like that kind of thing.
Okay, well, Drillbit's gonna roll down the window and she's gonna climb out on top of the vehicle because she's jumping on one, jumping on. I mean, we just gotta know what's going on. What do you guys want to do?
I think we're ramming.
What do you guys want to do?
All right, it's vote time.
Ram?
It's vote time.
T-Snap wants to ram.
All right, it's vote time. So I'm gonna give everyone a chance to vote. We've got ram, or go to take out the 2 vehicles and try to hack the center. So we'll call it the subtle method versus the ramming method. So all in favor of the subtle method, please put your hand somewhere in front of the screen so I can count it. 1 vote for the subtle method. Is that 2 votes for the subtle method? Okay, it's 2 votes for the subtle method. All right, so then who wants? Whoa, we lost someone.
No?
Oh, sorry, that's my. I went to raise hand.
No.
Just to put me back.
No.
Ah! I'm the Raven Rolls now.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, don't do
And
that.
still me.
Don't do that. That was weird. That was crazy.
I didn't realize it did that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, I put it back. Don't worry.
Thank you. Yeah. So we had 2 votes for the subtle method. All right, all in favor of the ramming method, please place your hand somewhere on the screen so we can see it. 2 votes. 2 votes. 3 votes
Yep.
for the ramming method. I was gonna be like, it's 2 votes. It's 2 on 2. I guess Drillbit has to decide what she wants to do. Okay, looks like the ramming method wins. So And because the pilot, the driver of the vehicle, is voting for the ramming method, you guys, you other two, no choice. The car was just headed straight for the ramming method.
Tiebreaker.
So you, Snap, you're gonna make one fly roll for me with a TN of 3 to try to come up over, like past them, over them, and then you can pull down. Right. So you just make that one roll for me to see if you can
I'm
pull.
gonna
that
leave
off.
the auger in the car too. I'm not gonna like take that big thing with me.
So
while I'm trying
this
to
was
fly
just
through
the
air.
fly, or is this the ram?
This would be sorry. This is the fly action to then do the ram. So I just want to make sure you can pull around them.
Okay, so I got that.
Okay, cool. So you pulled around them. So yes, now you can do the ram. As you pull around them and you start to get ready to ram, you start to drop with drill bit on the top/front of your vehicle. Everyone is surprised when Spaz opens the door and climbs onto the roof as well. And he just looks at you and he looks at Drillbit and he's like, "Yeah, let's get him. Let's get that arm. Let's get that briefcase."
She's gonna like fist bump him.
And he fist
With her
bump back.
big
It's like a
metal
meaty, huge fist he just fist bumps with.
Yep.
Oh, I see. It was secretly 4 votes for ramming, by the way. Secretly 4 votes.
All right, so roll the ram now.
Yeah, roll the ram. Yeah, sorry, roll the ram.
Roll the ram. This is fantastic. I'm super excited about this.
5 successes. Out of the-
5 successes. 5 successes on a action that only requires 4, so that was good. Oh, 3 in your case, right?
3 for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So you do 4d6 damage to their vehicle. So go ahead and roll the 4d6 damage. We'll find out how much damage you do to their vehicle.
17.
17 damage. Wow. That's a decent amount of damage. Let's go ahead and look at what they got. Let's see. A hover car, so it's got a soak of 6. I'm gonna see how much they soak of that damage. How much damage was it again? I gotta write it down.
17.
17.
In everybody's minds right now, there's a little $3,000 price tag that's just like ticking down, ticking down, ticking down.
Oh, holy crap. Wow. Okay, this is like the lowest I've ever seen a pool of dice. It's 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And the 1 rolled to a 2. All right, so that's 7 that it rolls off. That's fine. Still takes 10 damage. I mean, that's still a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
Cool. So that drops it down to 50. Okay, so there's like you make a huge dent in the back of the vehicle, shoving its nose forward, just as Drillbit and Spaz go to leap off, and you're trying to fling forward to the second car. Is that right, Drillbit? All right. The ramming action was impressive enough that we'll go ahead and say that you can do that. Do you have athletics? Is that a thing you have skill points in? All right, well, you can roll that. But you will get. We'll go. You had 5 hits, right? On your 5. Okay, we're gonna give you 5 additional dice on that strength to like.
Oh,
make that leap.
okay. Well, okay, so I've got 5. So hold on. Okay, so I need to get a 3 or under. So I've got 1, 2, 3 there, and I got a 1, so that explodes. So that's 4 successes there, and then I've got 5 more dice. So that's another. I got 2 more 1s, so that's another 3, and then I get to re-roll those. And that's another success, and that's 2 more successes. Somebody keeping track of these for me, because I'm not.
It sounds like you have more than enough successes to,
And then
to
I
go
got
there.
Another 1.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm at like 10 successes or 11 successes or
Yeah.
something
Okay.
like that.
You had way more than
I
6,
launched
which
through.
would be the
It's
nearly
beautiful.
impossible.
Hair is flying.
Yep.
Yeah, like I'm just kind of sailing, and I'm holding Spaz's hand as we launch into the.
Spaz got
the
5
air
hits on his
together.
own, so Spaz also did a pretty good job with the additional dice, right? With the additional 5 dice
Yes.
from the fling. So you and Spaz like holding hands in a very cool, like those scenes in like movies where like we zoom in on like to see you guys like leaping through the air with your feet like doing like this curling thing, like you're running for some reason, but you're flying in the air, and you both goosh land heavily on the second vehicle, causing a lot of noise as you land on like safely on the hood of the vehicle, not like in some precarious place like on the back end or something. With like that 10 hits and whatever, you land perfectly. It's like solid It's like a nice solid landing.
Oh, I'm like full gymnastics,
Yep.
like
Yeah, Spaz is not quite as good. Spaz ends up sort of like hitting the back window and kind of kicking his way up to the top real fast, but still pretty good. The vehicle in the back is like kicked forward, and now we're gonna do some initiative. So you guys are all gonna see initiative because we're starting some stuff. The way that initiative works is everyone will take a d6, and you will roll that number. You will just roll it, and you'll tell me what the number is.
do ones explode on initiative?
No, they're just the best possible option. Like
Oh,
one.
okay.
Because it's like what you go on 1, or you go on 2, or you go on 3 or 4,
Okay.
etc. So ones are the best number. I'm gonna roll for the 2 guys in the vehicle. Okay. Arbo, Hans. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Glitch, what was yours?
2.
Put it in the chat. Oh, people put it in the chat. That's really helpful. That's really helpful, everyone. So Frank is 1. Drobit is 1. Cypher is 3. Spaz was 4. Okay, and Snap?
About 5.
5. Okay, so you and Spaz go at the same time. That's good. You will go before Spaz because Spaz is an NPC at the moment. Okay, cool. All right, so the order of everyone, it's gonna go. So between Drillbit and Frank, which of you goes first?
I think drill bit is an appropriate choice.
Okay, Drillbit, then Frank. Then number 3.
I'm writing it in the chat. So Drobit, Frank, Cypher.
Cypher. Then it's between Snap and Spaz. So then it will be Snap and then Spaz. Cool. That's initiative. Oh wait.
When's Glitch going? Okay.
Oh sorry.
Glitch before Cypher. Okay.
Glitch before Cypher,
So
is that what we're
it's
saying?
Drillbit, yeah, Drillbit,
Okay.
Frank,
Yeah, I gotta rewrite my order too because I
Glitch.
forgot Glitch as well.
Cypher, and Snap.
Then
Okay.
Glitch, Cypher, and then Snap and Spaz. Alright, there. Cool. Now I'm good. Alright then.
Drillbit, Frank, Glitch.
Cool.
And then Spaz is at the end.
Alright, I
right?
think we are good to go then. Alright. 6 for Spaz, 2 initiative. Okay, cool. Alright, I got everything. I'm caught up on everyone's messages in the chat. Alright, we're all good. Alright, those of you that are watching at home, sorry about that. That was a little bit of bookkeeping. You're all in order now. Alright, so then that means Drillbit goes first. Drillbit, you landed on top of this car. Flying through the air. Pretty high up off the ground. It's like really high up off the ground. Anyway, it's your turn. What do you want to do now that you're here?
I think I'm just gonna punch in through the windshield of the vehicle and grab the roof and start trying to rip it off and get in the vehicle.
Okay. This is an inanimate object which you are standing on, so like I'm not gonna make you make a roll. We know that
Okay.
you do a base damage of 10.
Yes.
That is fine. So you do a base damage 10. You go to hit it. You do 10 damage.
Mhm.
It's gonna try to soak that.
Mm-hmm,
1, 2, 3. All right. 4, 5. All right, it soaks 5 of that as it takes it, but that still makes the windshield go. And there's a big spidery thing, and it gets all loosey goosey. In fact, parts of it, let's just say it crashes in. Why not? It crashes in as
Okay.
you slam into it. But the vehicle as a whole has only taken 5 damage.
Okay.
Okay, so then You smash it in, and you start to get ready to roll it back. But you're not making any movements, right? Because you're not going to try to
Can
get off
I-
the vehicle.
No, but I'm trying to think logically. Would it make more sense for me to stand in front of it and lift, or should I get on the roof and try to like sardine can it open?
It
Which
might
one's
make more
better?
sense to like try to pry it, like use your body to pry between the hood and the top, right? Like you just like.
Okay, so don't get on the roof. Okay.
Yeah. So you'd move off the roof to be on the hood of the vehicle and like trying to pry that.
Yeah. Well, I landed on the hood. You said.
Well, you land on the roof. Sorry, the stable
Oh,
rooftop.
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's
It's
fine.
easy. You slid over, punched it, and that's what you did.
Yep.
Cool.
Sounds good. That's it.
Frank, you're watching all this through the windshield of your own vehicle.
All right.
In the chaos of the third vehicle sort of popping in your way and then kind of dropping down, and you see that Drillbit's over there smashing through the window as planned. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess I can try to be helpful, and I can try to shoot at one of the escort vehicles.
Right. There's one directly in front of your vehicle, so like that should
Yeah.
not be as difficult because you're basically
Let's hope.
attached to them right at the moment.
Don't give me too much credit yet.
The thing to note is that you're going to do so the attack actions, right? You're going to want to shoot at them, so you're going to do like a blast, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the list. I saw it, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, so the blast is the normal shooting action, right? It's just 2 hits that you need, like the target number is 2. These guys now, normally when you're shooting at a vehicle like this, because it's a vehicle to a vehicle, it would be 3 that you would need, but I'm going to go ahead and make it 2 again because you are basically on top of them, like you guys are touching, so it's like an extension of your own vehicle. So just 2 hits is what you need on your shoot skill roll.
Okay. And it's reaction, so that's good. Okay, that wasn't as good. I got no successes.
No successes.
No, because I'm not very good at shooting.
Oh, okay.
I'm much better at punching things,
Yeah,
but I'm too
right.
far away to punch them.
Well, you gain a feedback then. So that's
Does feedback carry over?
it doesn't carry over from session to session. No.
Okay.
But you
so
start
I
with
will
2.
take that one.
You reset to 2 every session anyway. So if you had
Okay.
0, then you would have 2 again at the start of the
So
session.
the-
You have 2 so far.
I had a question. The PDF says if we have this, we gain an extra 1 if we have swag, and the book counts as swag. Does the PDF count as the book, which counts as swag?
The PDF does not count as swag because the PDF doesn't exist yet. You're looking at a ghost copy.
I'm just reading the words it says. In
Actually, you're
in
reading the
PDF.
playtest copy anyway, so
Yeah,
it doesn't
says
count.
it says if you have this, it counts as swag. It's fine.
Yeah, so you have 2 already, but you can gain 1 if you want, or you can use 1 to try to get it.
I will
Wait,
gain 1 for now.
Okay, so you gain 1. It's fine. So now you have 3 feedback. You do have to make a ammo usage die roll. Did you just have 6, or did you buy up?
I did not buy up.
Okay, so you just have 6. So roll a d6 and hopefully don't get a 6.
All right. Ooh, close. I got a 5.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
Good enough.
You still have ammo. All right. So you fired. You just kind of like shot your gun out the window at the other car, and it just goes wild. You know, whatever. You're flying in the air, doing a bunch of crazy stuff.
He didn't even look. He just like blanked this out the window.
Yeah, just distraction. That's what you're trying to do. All right, cool. Inside the vehicle, you hear something that's so this would be for Drillbit and Spaz, but for Drillbit, you hear in the vehicle, you hear like a servo sort of kick in, and then you hear like a beware, enemies approaching, and then a wild blast from a gun. Sorry, I need more dice. And I dropped it.
Oh, that's not good.
He only had 1. It's fine.
Things you never want to hear your DM say.
I'm usually the DM saying it too, so it's super scary right now.
All right. Unfortunately, that was 6 hits to shoot at you. So that is a success at shooting at you. Fortunately, in this game, there's not like additional damage for additional hits. So he just needed the 2 to blast because he's just sort of wildly blasting. So you are going to get hit for
Can I soak?
11
or how
damage.
does that work?
Yeah. So this is you're getting hit for the first time in the history of us playing this game together. You just
Yes.
got hit with 11 damage. Now,
Yes.
the way that it works is, you're gonna make a soak roll to see how much of the damage your armor and your body and stuff just soak off.
Okay. So do I roll the 6 dice?
So your soak is 6, is that correct?
My first column is 6. My second column is 4.
Yep. So you were rolling 6 dice, looking for 4 or below on the dice to
Okay.
gain hits.
Let me grab one more d6.
And each hit reduces damage by
Yep.
1, right?
Each hit reduces the damage by 1.
Okay. 6 dice. Okay. And I have to hit a 4, right? You said.
Yeah,
Yes,
4,
okay.
3, 2, or 1.
Okay, so 5. I soaked 5.
You soaked 5. Okay,
I got
cool.
a 2, a 1, a 4, 4, and then I rerolled and got a 3.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
So that's 5. Then you soak up 5 of the damage, so it doesn't affect you. So you only take 6 damage to your HP, which is a lot.
That is a lot. That
Yeah.
is a lot of damage. That's.
But you just got shot with a bullet, so like, trying to be realistic to like getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you just got shot.
Yep.
It has done some damage to you. Fortunately, your mechanic is with you on the top of this car. Question is whether or not he's in mechanic mode or not mechanic mode. Yep. A moment later. Ooh. Okay. What is your mind pool there, Drobit?
Are you asking for the first column or the second
First
column?
column.
5.
5. Okay. Drillbit. You get notified by your system diagnostics that something has. So, like your firewall tells you you've been breached.
That's great.
Right now, nothing happens. You've just been notified that you've been breached. Okay then. Now we go to Glitch.
I had a feeling that guy was psychic, and or at least is a hacker. Actually, psychics affect robots,
Nope.
or only hacker? Oh, so it's a hacker.
I mean, he was wearing a visor, which is a tool that helps with hacking.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to addle him, which a subset of telepathy.
Yeah, so you can't see him, so you're not sure. You can't addle him because you can't see him. There's a car in front of you, then he's inside of another car somewhere in front of you.
Oh.
Yeah. But you
So
can't addle the
really-
person in the car in front of you. You can addle that person. You can see
driver?
them, the driver of the other vehicle.
Oh, then I will addle that driver for now.
Okay. So you're going to make a telepathy roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
8 dice. Target.
You
the
get
hit
4
limit
hits.
is- yeah. And
I didn't
So-
hear you if you said something.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, 6 successes.
6. Okay, then.
Well, 8 dice. 8 dice. 3 didn't make it. 1 was a 1. So
He's gonna get to make a mind save, but his target number is 6, right? So we'll see what happens. That is 0 hits for him. So what's happening now, for those of you at home, he now has an additional 3 or 6 hits he needs to get on any action he takes from this point forward, because he's all jumbled in the mind. So like normally, like if he's trying to fly the thing, doing a thing, he's got like a target number of like 3. Now it's gonna be 9. That's gonna be his like thing he's got to try to hit to try to beat that, which is nearly impossible. So I mean, it is impossible actually, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, visually, he's kind of like, and like drool's kind of coming out, maybe a little blood coming out of his nose. Like his mind is all kinds of messed up. But now you're gonna take backlash there,
Now the fun part.
Paul, which is going to be what is
9.
it? 9. Well, minus
Oh, no.
1, so 8.
Sorry, 8.
Yep,
Yes.
8.
All right. So I roll 7 dice with my hit limit of 3.
Why are you rolling? Oh yes, correct.
My
Correct,
mind is
correct.
7.
Yep.
That's why I upped my intelligence. Because I knew it.
Yeah, when you change your stats around, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
You realized that you were gonna die if you tried stuff with this stuff. Yeah.
Oh yes, that's why. Why can't those 2s be 1s? That would have been nice. Oh, 3. Only 1.
You-
Didn't make it. So 6.
All right, so you
That's
only take
good.
1 backlash. That means 1 health point damage you take. Just some
That's
minor health damage, you know. Oh, 2?
You said because I get a plus.
Oh, it was there. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So I took
Right,
2
so it's
damage.
2 health damage. Yeah, 2 health damage. Cool. All right then. Okay, so you take 2 health damage. That leaves it to Zypher. Zypher, what do you want to do?
I'm assuming I'm close to the middle car.
You guys are currently in the 3rd car, right? You're slammed into. You're close enough that you could hack it, if that's what you're asking.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm basically wanting to.
Actually, well, just so everyone knows, Glitch is going to say, "I got the driver of the vehicle in front of us. Just drive around it. I don't think it's a threat anymore. At least the driver isn't."
Welcome, Dead Aussie Gamer, and your people that you're raiding with. Hello. You guys can tell if you look at the chat, you'll see
hello,
Aussie,
hello.
Aussie, Aussie. They're raiding us.
Hey.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Oh wow, look at that. 26 people. Oh, you guys came in at a great
yeah.
time. We're currently in a mid-air cyberpunk battle. My robotic character we rammed into the back of a vehicle and she launched up over and did this amazing gymnastic flying leap onto a car. You picked a good time to raid.
Yep. Meanwhile, there's some kind of hulking out mechanic who's with her, a human who's decided to do this death-defying aerial display of awesome. And we've done some psychic stuff. So
Our psychic just took out the driver of Vehicle 3, so that's no longer an issue.
yeah, vehicle 3 is gonna be out of it here in a moment because the pilot's not even gonna be able to fly.
But this way, I could probably outdrive that pilot.
Yeah, you could. You could. But right now we have a hacker trying to do some hacky, cracky stuff.
Yep. I'm gonna start making it descend.
You're gonna crack it?
I'm gonna try to crack it.
And make it send. Got it. So we said that before. I think it was 3 that you need to get right for that vehicle. Yep. So for those coming in, because you guys don't know the system, he's rolling a pile of d6s. He's like, what is it, 6 dice that you're rolling? There's 5 dice. Steven's rolling 5 dice, and he's looking for 3s, 2s, or 1s on those dice to get hits. He needs to get 3 total hits to succeed in getting into the system of the vehicle so that he can control it.
Only got two hits.
2 hits. Did you want to use one of your feedback?
Yes, I'm gonna use a feedback.
Yeah. All right. So because you used your feedback, you are now in control of the vehicle, or at least you've gained control of the vehicle. However, when you get into the vehicle, you get the feeling that there's someone else here. Much like the thing from before, there's definitely someone else in this system, and all you get is the tagline HH.
Okay. Would I know what HH is or no?
Well, that'd be the tag. That's the tag for the other cracker that's in this system.
Whoa, is there another group of people trying to hack our car?
Oh,
This is bullshit.
maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna.
So that's what you get. We have. That's your turn. So that's what you did. Right?
Yep,
So we'll go to the
okay.
next
So
person.
I'm in.
All right, Zypher, you are in. Drill bit. So you heard that the robotic sort of beware enemies are near, and then like the gunshot went off. Well, now something shifts, and the vehicle sort of lurches a little bit, but not because of like a control issue. Something inside moved, shifting it forward a bit, and a big blade comes out through that gap that you made, and you can see it. You can see the robot, the big robot from before, has now moved closer, and you see its hand reach out, and a blade comes with it. It's going to try to hit you with this blade.
Didn't it already go? Because it shot me.
It did. However, it only gets 3 hits, and that is not enough because the vehicle's moving and everything. So it misses. So you're lucky.
Okay.
It misses you. It did already go.
Okay. Okay, I see how it is.
All right, so then it tried to get you, but it doesn't do anything. Instead, it slices part of its own vehicle, causing some more damage up near the top where you guys are trying to get in. Now it goes to Snap. Snap, you've successfully slammed your vehicle into the back of the 3rd escort vehicle, and now you can see from your driver's side that the driver of the other vehicle seems to be drooling on themselves and bleeding out of their nose a little bit. And like they're starting to, like, the vehicle is starting to like do that thing where it just starts to slow drift backwards, you know? Like it's not like drifting backwards, you're just going, because everything's still moving forward, right? You're just starting to move past it. It's like someone's letting up the accelerator. What do you want to do with your turn?
So, I guess try and just catch up to the second car now.
Okay. Try
Or-
to gain some ground.
Or should I go for the first car?
Well, so here's the deal. This is what will happen. When you do the gain ground action, right? The gain ground
Right.
fly action. You gain ground. If you get 2 hits, then you move 1 distance forward, right? If you get 4 hits, you will move 2 distance forward, so you will go to the first car. So
Okay.
at this point, you just try, and if you want to stop at the middle vehicle, you can, or you could go all the way depending on what you get.
Okay.
So it really depends on how you
actually-
do it at all.
Can I ask a question? Is there a move that he can do that'll cause for example, the 3rd car to do
Mhm.
a reactive move and try to like keep control of the vehicle, sort of thing?
Yeah, there is stuff like that.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, when you do things like there are different actions that you can do to cause the other person to make like a fly roll themselves, otherwise they careen into stuff. He could easily do that.
I got 4,
4 hits. All right, yeah.
and yeah.
That means that you have both options available now. You can go to the first vehicle or you can go to the middle vehicle, whichever one you choose.
Probably go to the first.
Yes,
'cause then
aerial
we're in
drifting is a
front.
thing in Beta Red. Yeah.
Yeah. Because then we're in front of the mid vehicle if we want to do anything else.
So to clarify, Edvison, who asked the question, it isn't called drifting in the air. In the rules here, we call it skim, because you're skimming obstacles. There's lots of obstacles up in the air. There's other vehicles out here in the skyline that they're in. There's flying billboards, as I've mentioned a couple of times so far in both part 1 and this part 2. And there's buildings and stuff. So the answer is yeah, he could do that and try to skim past something. Think of it like the scene in Fifth Element where he flies the taxi between the buildings. He's like dodging all stuff. The cops have to try to dodge those things. That's the same kind of thing that we're talking about with that. That sort of skim action. He's skimming way too close to obstacles, and the other person has to try to make a thing. Well, the only reason why this happens, yes, multipass. The only reason why this would happen is because like we're kind of doing like this car chasey type stuff. So you want to go to the first vehicle, you said? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Up with
You
the first
you
vehicle.
get right up alongside of it. Do you want to be above it or below it? Right to the side of it.
Let's go above it.
Okay. Yeah, you pull right above. You fly over the second vehicle, passing right over the head of Drillbit and Spaz, who are doing their best to hold on as it dipped forward, right? And you just pass right overhead, and now you're at the first vehicle. Cool. Drillbit, you briefly get hit with the backwash from your own vehicle as it passes over your head from the V thrust that keeps it in the air. And now it is Spaz's turn. Spaz is going to do that Spaz thing, and he's going to try to climb into the vehicle. He's going to do it. He's going to try to like leap in. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, Spaz, my man. All right, Spaz got 3 ones. So
Nice.
yeah, and then he got 2, and then so he got 4 hits total. Yeah, Spaz totally leaps in the vehicle, kind of kicking the big robot back as he does. And there's this sort of like, because he's got so muscular now with all of this sort of beefing up from his drugs. His shirt is torn off, and it's just like man chest, but like hulked out man chest. It's like bursting, and he's wrestling with this large robot. He's holding its arms and stuff, and he's wrestling with it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
His bags that he keeps his drugs in,
Mm-hmm.
are they still on him? Are they elastic? Did he leave them in the vehicle for safekeeping?
They're probably gone by now because I think he's consumed all of
Okay.
his drugs at this point.
Oh, okay. That works.
Did you want some?
No, I mean, they're not going to do anything for me. I'm a robot.
Yeah,
I
they were
was
going to do
just
nothing for
curious.
you. That's why I was wondering. Like,
No. If they fell off or something or ripped off, I was going to pick them up for him.
oh yeah, no, they're gone. Yeah. Okay. So that is his turn as he moves into the vehicle and he's wrestling with this guy. And you can see that there's some resistance going on. This robot, this other giant robot. That leaves. It comes back to you, Drillbit. You're there and you have a clear shot to the blonde guy with the glasses, but you can see that he's kind of not paying attention to you.
Okay. I'm literally going to grab the briefcase in my arms and launch myself out the window of the car.
Okay. You'll have to climb
And-
into the vehicle and then you can grab it.
How high up in the air? How high up in the air are we? I should ask that question. I see
Pretty-
the look on your face. You were
pretty
hoping
high.
I wasn't going to.
I mean, I did say that you were pretty high up there right before you leapt off.
Well, yeah, but you also said that we could kind of see them
You
from
could
the
kinda see
ground.
them from the
so
So you're
I'm
several
just-
stories up. You're not like
Okay.
super high in the air. You're not like a mile up in the air. That's what you were earlier when you were flying
right.
super fast.
We're
right?
not like back up in the fast
You're
lane.
not up in the
So-
platinum ebony, but it was
Right,
trying to
okay.
climb back up when it realized there was a mistake.
So I'm at like what, the top of like a 7-story building, 8 stories.
8-story building sounds about right.
Okay.
That's where the
Okay.
Skylane was that you kind of when you met up with them. It was going to try to
Okay.
ascend to the next level up, but you hadn't got
Okay.
there yet before you guys came crashing down on them.
Okay, so I'm gonna go inside the car and I'm
Okay.
gonna grab the briefcase and I'm basically going to try to I'm gonna grab the briefcase and then at the same time I want to hit the blonde-haired guy.
Alright,
I'm gonna try to
You try to strike him.
because I want to break his hack he's got on me. So
Good call.
yeah.
Good call. All right, so yeah, I'll let you do all that. You can get in,
Okay.
you can grab the briefcase. You grab the briefcase in one hand, and then you're gonna try to punch with the other hand, right?
Correct.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a strike then, or you're doing a strike. So that means you're gonna roll a brawl, right? You're rolling strength, the brawl skill.
Yep.
You need
Yep.
2 hits because that's what strike is.
Okay. I got 4 hits. No, 5. I got 5 hits.
Dang. Okay then. That sucks for this guy. You do 10 damage. as You
Yep,
punch into him
To
because
his face.
you do a steady 10 damage with your, augmented robot fists, which are augmented even for robots. Just for everyone at home. They're augmented for robots. So here we go. Let's see how much he can soak. Oh. Takes 10 damage to the face. He rolled a bunch of 5s and 6s. 1 4. I'm like, oh, this guy, poor guy. All right, 10 to the face. All right, so that's 10 damage to this guy, which will, unfortunately, I think. Oh, he still has like 3 hit points left, so he's pretty big hit. You like break his jaw, snap his glasses into pieces. Just kind of cause all kinds of trouble for this guy. He is bleeding pretty heavily from his broken nose, and he probably has like a cracked eye socket. Who cares though?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can do that if I can get that open. Actually, I don't. I'm okay. So help me out. I'm not actually sure how to do that.
Just type /mod and then my name on Twitch.
Oh, okay. That's
is
easy.
your sin.
That's easy. Actually, I don't. I'm okay. So help me out. I'm not actually sure how to /mod.
Just type /mod and then my name on Twitch.
Oh, okay. That's
is
easy.
your sin.
That's easy. Actually, I don't. Okay. So help me out. I'm not actually sure how to /mod. Should do that. There you go.
Just
We're
type
good.
/mod
Perfect.
and then
Thanks.
my name on Twitch.
I saw that too.
No problem.
So thank you
Yep,
for.
I'll take care of it.
Cool. All right, so that's your turn. So now it goes to Frank again. So Frank, you're over in your car. You've now moved upward. You're now in the front of the pack. From your perspective, you know that there's a car beneath you. If you lean out the window, you can look at it and see it. You know there's a car behind you, and you can see like a bunch of action going on. Looks like the two are off of the top of the vehicle. They're inside of it.
I am not sure how to help any of my teammates right now.
There's one thing that you probably didn't know because you don't have the book open in front of you. Is that what I understand?
Well, I have but please feel
Sure.
free to help.
Well, there's some things like there's because we're kind of in combat. Like you don't have anyone. You can't really socialize. You can't really shout at anybody, right? Like you can't really do any of your cool social stuff that you could do to help. But there is an action that you can do. Where is it? Let me find it. Feint. Right. So you can do you can try to misdirect somebody. It's one of the attack actions. You try to distract them, and then when you distract them, you can hit them with a weapon attack. Right. So essentially, what it is I've allowed people who are social characters to be able to attempt to hurt somebody in combat. That doesn't necessarily require a blasting skill roll. So it would be a subterfuge skill roll for you. The distraction is more of what it is, and then you can you're like whistling at somebody and they look at you as you toss them a grenade, that kind of thing, right? That's kind of what we're talking about here.
Okay.
So you're shooting at people, so you
Yeah.
could be like, "Hey, buddy," and have somebody look at you and then be like, right? Like that's sort of what it is.
Yeah, that would be much better.
Yeah.
I will try to draw the attention of somebody in. I guess the lead car. We're closer to that one now, right?
Yeah.
Is that we're right
you're,
above it?
right on top of it.
Okay.
And there's a question. Is Snap? This is actually a question I should have asked when Snap was moving from it. Is he just normally in front of it, or is he like Maverick from Top Gun style, inverted, pointed down at it, kind of thing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Snap is an inverted kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he doesn't have to worry about equilibrium.
Yeah, right. It's these other meat bags in your car that have to worry about that stuff.
So it is 4 dice.
You gotta roll 4 dice, looking for
Ooh.
3 hits.
I got 3.
All right, cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, you pull that off. You managed to give the driver of the second vehicle the bird or whatever it is, pulling another Top Gun reference, and thus getting his attention. The driver, which is you recognize him as one of the drivers you saw in the garage before you guys peeled out of there, and he looks at you just in time for you to shoot him in the face. Go ahead and roll your damage, and then also the usage die for the bullets.
Okay. So the damage, I bought the medium. It's
2d6.
is it 1 or 2d?
2d6.
2d6.
Yep.
So that is 9,
9 damage, huh?
and my usage is good.
Cool. So he takes 5 damage because he took 4 of them off. Oh, the vehicle glass gives him some, but it didn't help him. So he it didn't help him at all. So you just busted through the glass, there's a hole from your bullet that it passed through because the car did not soak any of that. So
He rolled it down when I yelled
Yeah,
at him
he's
to
like,
see what I was
"What?"
saying.
and so he gets hit with 5 of that damage. So, which is pretty good. Again, we've addressed this before. 5 and 6 are actually pretty decent amounts of damage, right? Because this game is low HP. So I'll mark that down. Those guys didn't do anything. So by the way, there were other actions that happened, but the guys on the other end, because they are at 6, because I put them at 6 for initiative. One guy was all addled and messed up, and the other guy had no idea what was going on. So nothing really happened from that. But now they know you're here. So anyway, he takes 5 damage, and that goes to the thing in the vehicle. All right. So Drillbit, as Spaz and this robot are sort of wrestling each other. Yikes. Okay, so I went to roll to see if the robot throws Spaz back out through the open window. This is what I rolled. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5.
I feel like I'm
Is that-
playing Minecraft.
Is that good or bad?
That's 6 hits to throw Spaz back out of the vehicle. Unfortunately, that's definitely going to be more than enough. Whatever I set the TN for, that's enough. So Spaz gets thrown out of the vehicle. Let's see if Spaz if he can hold on.
We need to talk about your dice.
Yeah, they were like, this is a really bad roll, which could have been an NPC. Wait, it is an NPC, but it's an NPC that you guys don't want to die. That's 3 6s, 2 5s, and a 1. So hopefully this one.
Keep rolling ones.
This one is a 3. I'll say that Spaz is barely hanging on. He didn't go flying off to the ground, so he's thrown.
Like maybe his big meaty thigh got stuck on the bar
Yeah.
of the window.
He, he grabbed
He
it.
hooked
So
a
it's
leg.
like you just see one meaty hand holding on to like the hood of the car, like Indiana Jones style. He's on the front of the car and he's holding on to like the grill of the car, from various
Okay.
Indiana Jones movies.
Mhm.
Pick an Indiana Jones movie and that happens in it. So, so anyway, so he's holding on to the grill of the car, just one meaty fist holding on to it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the guy who got hit in the face, he's bleeding. He just kind of reaches up. He's like, oh. But then he like does something in the air with his hand. You can't tell what it is. And oh well.
His visor should be broken at
Nothing
least,
happens.
right?
Yeah. So I took away
Okay.
his dice for the visor, and nothing happens. He got one hit. That's not enough to do anything. And it wasn't like a 1. It was a 3. So.
Nice.
Yeah. So nothing happens. Nothing happens. Oh. Yep. We'll get to Zypher in a second. Okay. Glitch. What do you want to do?
And I see the middle car.
You
Or-
can.
Can't see the driver or the.
The guy inside?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I had already I established with Frank that he can see inside the other car. So yeah, you can see. Inside.
Okay. All right. Then I am going to attempt to addle him.
Makes sense to me. It's fine. He's
Yeah.
he's like really addled anyway, even without the actual addle.
Yeah. Okay. So he's really hurt now, or
He's really hurt. He's bleeding. He's
Oh.
he's got bruising on his face. He's got a broken jaw. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for coming by, everyone who's come by and everyone who's still hanging out and watching. I don't know how many that is.
I'm trying to decide if it's worth it, the damage it might cause me to do addling on him.
That is a good question. It might be easier to do something else even. I don't know what, but like
Yeah.
he is pretty bad off.
Oh, how bad? First question: how bad is Drillbit?
Drillbit looks fine. Nothing seems to have really Drillbit's been shot. Like there's very clearly a bullet wound.
And
But otherwise, and then
energy
you should also note that Spaz is hanging on with one meaty fist on the front of the car.
Well, I just meant health-wise. Can I energy medicine from this?
No, energy
range?
medicine is something you do outside of combat. And also,
Oh.
they're a robot, so
Well, it says works on robots.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh well,
They
then,
can heal
then it
or
works on
repair.
robots because that's what I wrote and didn't remember. So, but it doesn't work outside. It's a thing that takes like a while. You have to, if you look at it, it also tells you it takes a period of time. Like you have to,
1
focus
hour.
and concentrate.
Okay.
But
I have
he-
an.
I have a question. Sorry, I did. Can you could he telekinesis Spaz back into the car?
That's why I mentioned it.
It's- Yeah, well,
Ah.
10 kilograms per hit.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to necessarily lift Spaz all the way into the car. Like it's a very minimal amount of stuff he can move, or that she can move because Glitch is a lady. But Glitch could definitely give him a little boost so he doesn't fall to his death, as it were. Right? That's the thing.
Okay, how about this? Well, you know what? Telekinesis is probably easier. I was going to conjure something to give Spaz like
Yeah.
a python or
Yeah.
something, but
Like a hoverboard, you could do that.
I can conjure a hoverboard. But
Yeah.
that's a
Whatever
lot
it is made out of
backlash.
astral energy, so it's going to look like an astral hoverboard, but it acts like a hoverboard.
You know what? Even though it's going to hurt a lot, there's a better chance of that helping than the telekinesis. So I am going to attempt a conjuration.
Okay. Make
And
something out of
that
astral
is-
energy with your mind.
Yeah, I'm going to conjure a hoverboard because that fits.
Yep. Now we're going from Indiana Jones to Back to the Future. you get enough hits? Or are you still checking?
Yeah, probably. I'm still checking. I had ones and stuff, and my target is a 4,
4. Yep.
and I got 5.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. You managed to make a hoverboard out of astral energy. You put it right where it needs to be, right under Spaz's feet. So actually, this is kind of like
Exactly.
Back to the Future 3, like in front of the train. Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
So he's Doc, and he's riding the hoverboard now. Yes, that's absolutely what you do. Just note that if you maintain it, which you probably want to do until Spaz gets back on the car, you have to add 1 to all of your TNs. But before we get to that moment, you have to make a mind save to deal with the backlash, which is again 8, because you took those drugs right before all this happened. You just hear Tyler just eat banana chips. It's just quiet. Nobody's talking, so I'm just hearing like the music and like.
Okay, I forgot I wasn't muted. I rolled a few ones. I did a bad roll, but I rolled like a couple ones.
Okay.
4, so I
4?
take 4 damage.
Take 4 damage. All right. Take 4 damage.
So what's happening with Glitch? She rips off the disguise of it. She's still wearing stuff on her, but she is. You see anyone inside the.
Yeah, I forgot to
car.
have you describe what the psychic energy looks like when you use it. So this is good. Go ahead, explain it.
Yeah. So you've seen her use her powers a little bit. Her eyes glow purple, but right now she's wearing minimal clothing. You can see her skin has scars that have healed over, but now every time she uses power, a wound appears glowing purple. And she is just covered. She's covered in scars right now. She looks hurt, but she's still hanging on. And there's like a heat emanating from her, from all this psychic energy that's literally
Purple
pouring out of her.
radiation coming off of her. So, Paul, you took 4 damage. So what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to roll a d6 and then another d6. But I need you to tell me the 2 numbers separately. So the first one, then the second one.
Low is good, right?
Depends. What was the first one?
5,
5. Okay. And the second one?
4.
4. Okay. Snap, Frank, and Zypher. I need all of you to make a body save. Against 4, get TN 4, I guess.
Sorry, that's a bad one. 54.
Yeah. I definitely need to clarify in the future what the TN is on that one. I'll write it in because I didn't write it. It just says make a body save. It should be like a TN2 body save or something. What is did any of you guys pass? You got 4. Okay, so Snap is fine, which is
No, I got 1.
and Cypher also got 1. So Snap is the only one that's fine. Which is really good because Snap is the pilot.
They use feedback.
You could
Or
use
no?
feedback, but they both got 1, so they'd have to use like all of their feedback to like not take this. Anyway, Frank and Zypher, unfortunately, both of you are now going to convulse for a round, where you get like a seizure for a moment. Your body just starts convulsing, and then when you come out of it, you will have everything that you do will have an additional +2 to it, because the energy that was coming off of Glitch like hits you. It's like a moment where you get like shocked with this electrical energy or this radiation, this purple radiation coming off of Glitch, and just like convulse for a minute, and then we'll come back to you. So we'll basically skip a turn while you're convulsing, and then we'll come back. All right. So that means we're unfortunately skipping Zypher for now, because Zypher is convulsing in their seat. And then Drillbit. Oh, it's only... Actually, it's only... Okay, that's not too bad. Drillbits, you are in the vehicle, and all of a sudden a big metal hand grabs your arm. And it's the same arm that you have the briefcase in. So you have the briefcase in your arm, and then there's a metal hand on your arm, just holding it. Same hand. And the big metal robot thing that is rotated its torso and is now facing you, just looks at you and says, "Unhand the box." But like actually, it was in like the thing with let's do the thing with Snap, where it's like a and you just get it in binary. It says "Unhand the box, or else I will destroy you." Robot communication.
There's a back that says "fuck you."
It's just, but it's just F you.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Okay. That's fine. It's super speed. So now we're gonna go to you, Snap. What do you do? You're muted. You're muted.
Nah,
Or your
it's like
microphone's
the-
really far away from your face or something.
I was also muted.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Snap is trying to, ignore the group chat going on behind him, and is just going to try and shoot the driver of the other car.
Okay. So you're trying to shoot that driver. Go for it. Are you gonna do like any cool special kinds of shots or just a normal blast?
What are the shots?
You could do like aim shot or burst shot.
Yeah, I think
or...
I'll go aimed.
Okay.
Trying to take this dude out.
Yeah, right. He got hit with some damage, so maybe you can take him out this time.
Right, I got the 4 hits I needed.
Cool.
And that's gonna be 3d6.
3d6.
14.
14.
Yep, 644. Glad I didn't get that for my shot roll.
Yeah.
Or the hit roll. And then and my usage die is good.
Okay.
So I guess I was aiming for his head.
Okay. So the car does take some of it away, but not a whole lot. He still dies. Because the overall was way more than he had left in his hit points. So he's dying. The rules are that he's not officially dead, but he's bleeding out. So each turn he'll have to make a body save against the amount of damage over or under 0 he's taken. And if he doesn't get that number of hits, then he takes that much damage, whatever the difference is. So if he gets like 1 hit and he needs 3, which in this case he does, then he will take 2 damage. Now he'll need 5 the next time he tries to make a save. You see how this goes. So then like eventually he gets worse and worse. But if he does get like 4 or 5 hits on his first try, then he stabilizes, and that's just how the game works and stuff. But he's an NPC, so I'm just gonna have him bleed out, But if he was one of you guys, just to let everyone who's paying attention, or so you guys know, if you get to this point, that there's a period of time in which you can sort of get saved, but you are dying. You're getting farther and farther down the rabbit hole, or you stabilize. That's basically how it goes. Okay. All right, so you successfully take this guy out. Now their car, it's gonna dip and dive, but we'll get to that when we get to the 6, when they have a chance to try to do something. Okay. Well, actually, that would be Spaz trying to climb up. That's what's gonna happen. Let's see if Spaz can climb up. Spaz has a bunch of 1s and 2s. I'm just gonna call it. I'm not even gonna re-roll the 1s. That's like I can see 4 right here in front of me, so that's more than enough to you. With the help of the hover vehicle or the hoverboard. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. The hoverboard. He manages to climb back up onto the top of the hood of the car. He's just kind of there, and he's really angry. And you don't like him when he's angry. And you just see this like drill, but you just see him like go, and then he like gets even bigger, like it's just like a pulse moment, where it all just kind of blows up a little bit. He now has all of his points into his strength stat. He has 1s and everything else. Just so you guys know, So I've given it away. Spaz's augmentation is that he can rearrange his stats as necessary. That was his augmentation. Hence all the drugs sort of move around in his system. So he is now all strength all day, which means he's going to be able to like do some serious damage on his next turn. But before we get to that, Drill, it is your turn. You're muted.
Yes, I am.
I think
Okay,
we all need that
so
like red unmute mute button that they were doing on Indiegogo.
yeah, I
Kickstarter,
mute
whatever.
on my cable instead of in here.
I can do that too, but unfortunately it's for the headset and not the big microphone right in front of me.
Yep.
So I have a hand on my arm that's on a briefcase, and there's a robot. Okay, and he hulked out and climbed back in. He couldn't attack again, right?
He ran out of actions, yeah.
The other robot's left leg is messed up, right?
Yes, that's what you were aware of. You've been told.
Yes. So I'm going to keep holding on to the briefcase with my... Actually, I'm gonna slide the briefcase between my thighs and put it there.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna kind of shift. I mean, we're in a freaking car, so there's not like a lot of movement here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna kind of pivot.
Pivot.
I'm gonna pivot.
Pivot!
I'm gonna pivot, and I'm going to take my free hand again now, and I'm gonna is it messed up as in like I can see inside of it? Can I reach in and grab cables and pull them out and
No.
disconnect it? What's it look like?
No, it just seemed
kinda...
like it was sticking or something. Like there was something off with it, so it caused the balance of the robot to be off. That's what I.
Okay.
That's what I said. Yeah. So like when it
I'm gonna
lifted, it
go
went a little
ahead-
too high. When it dropped a little too quickly. Things like that. So it just created an unbalance or something, some kind of wrongness about it. Perhaps when it took damage and then when it was repaired, it wasn't repaired to Spaz's level of repair at the time, because Spaz can move around stats, which is something.
So I'm going to basically use my free hand now to attempt to punch the leg of this robot that's messed up and see if I can increase that off balance that's going on.
This is normally striking is normally just 2 hits, right? Like that's the target number is 2. In this case, it'll be 3 because you're targeting a specific. Oh, I guess would this? No, this wouldn't be an aim shot. That's a blast thing. So yeah, it's just going to be a 3 is the number of hits you need to hit it in the knee, as it were.
I
it was
got
a bodyguard.
4.
It was a bodyguard till he got punched in the knee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Till he took a fist to the knee.
So it took a fist to the knee. All right, that is enough. You have successfully hit it in the knee. You do 10 damage. We've established
Yes.
this many times already. You do 10 damage. So let's see how much of soakiness this thing gets to soak. It's all the dice. Wait.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like a lot of dice. I don't like that sound.
Yes. Well, you may not like that sound, but I have here 5 5s. So that's not a whole lot of soaking that's happening.
Nice.
So that's only 4 soak damage.
I was wondering, can he do a full soak if it's targeted on the leg?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any specific things about soaking in random places, so the answer is yes. Because
that kind of starts to get you out of rules late.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you totally do damage. You did 6 damage to him. That's because he soaked 4.
Okay.
But that's a lot. And so he is down.
Can I use like a feedback to increase that, or to make him not be able to soak, or how does feedback work for robot?
No, so feedback. So it would just give you more hits, which
Okay.
that doesn't give you any extra damage, right? Like that's
Okay.
the thing.
Yep. Okay.
It would have been helpful if you'd like failed the roll, right? If you didn't
Right.
fail, So yeah, no, but you just still do a pretty decent amount of damage to him, and it's in his knee. So I'm going to say that he will make a body save to not buckle. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Which is 6 damage, so he has to get 6 hits. He gets 5 hits, which is still a lot of hits, but that's not enough hits. So he buckles and collapses into the side of the vehicle, probably smashing out one of the side windows as he falls into
Does he
it.
let go of my arm?
Yeah, I guess you would have to. Otherwise, he's gonna like.
Okay.
No, he
Cool.
doesn't. But he pulls you closer to the door, and then he opens it. So he does like at the last second.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So can I also do a like beep, 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 over to my buddy Snap driving the other car and be like, I have the briefcase. We need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of a.
Yep.
You get a bunch of ones and zeros that say requesting evac. Requesting evac.
Yep. Cool. Frank, you are unconscious. Or you're not unconscious, you're convulsing. I forgot. This is your turn, you're convulsing. So we'll skip you for a second. Sorry, buddy. You're convulsing, but you'll be fine in a moment. But right now, you are convulsing. The robot that just fell into the side, it's going to like look at you with its two red glowy eyes. And it starts to get back up, sits up, and then it twists, and that blade comes at you. Yeah, so that's 5 hits. So yeah, it hits you with a strike from the blade. 5, 7, 10, 11. Oh, it's only 12 damage. 12 damage that you get hit with, so you have to try to soak that. That's you. Yeah, you're
I'm
muted again.
For
but-
me?
Yeah, it's
For
you
me?
because you're the only. Yes, you're the target.
Okay. So I've just. So I get my 6 dice again, and then
And you're looking for 4s, as you said
Yep.
before, and you have to try
4s
to
or
soak
below.
up that,
Yep.
that 12 damage.
Yeah, I soaked 2 of it.
Okay. Remember how I said feedback can be used as hits? In this case, you can use it as
Yeah.
hits, right? If you wanted to.
Okay, I'd like to use both of my feedback as
Alright.
hits.
All right. So you took 4 of it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's.
Hey guys, evac, evac, evac.
So where are you at? If you took 8 points, where are you at? 1 hit point. All right, that's fine. That's enough. Yeah, that's enough. You were still standing. You still have the briefcase between your legs. Yeah, and evac is the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first vehicle is like dripping. It just drops out of the sky. It sort of drifts like the other one. Like it just sort of drifts and you guys fly past it. Yeah, you just kind of like it's dipping and going nowhere. The guy is gonna try to make a body save. The one that got like punched and stuff. Try to make a body save. He's stabilized, so he's fine. Just because I wanted that to happen. All right, Glitch. Glitch, what do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna do telepathy. Okay, who is he still holding on to the briefcase? Is he still attached to the briefcase?
He is still attached to the briefcase. Yes. He's unconscious. Oh, that's the other thing.
Oh, okay, that's true. Okay.
You don't have to worry about that guy. He's kind of out of the equation. Even though he is stabilized, he's not bleeding out. Like I said, he is still unconscious. So you could still murder him like right now. Like that'd be a thing.
Well, can I actually put psychic armor up on Drillbit?
You can.
If she gets hit again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't know why I didn't do this before. Oh, but I am at a disadvantage, am I not? Or something?
No.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember now.
you had a TN +1, but you don't need to worry about that anymore. Spaz is on the vehicle, so you don't need to maintain the hoverboard. You just let it go.
Okay. So psychic armor.
Yep.
Oh. So, okay. A lot of 1s, but a lot of 5s and 6s. So let's see.
You just need 2 hits to
Oh,
succeed,
I have.
any other hits become like the total number of hits become the armor.
Oh, then I'm gonna re-roll these 1s.
Yeah, of course.
And oh, nice! I'm gonna re-roll that other one. And oh, that's a success. There we go. 4, 7. It was target number of 2,
Mm-hmm.
so that's 5 over.
No, so that's a total of 7, right? That's the total. It says right here the total
Yeah.
hits are these
Oh,
the
okay.
number of soak hits for the armor.
At least
You
2
need
is
at least 2
needed.
to succeed in the action.
Okay.
Right, yep.
So you have a +7 soak.
Yep. Well, it's not +7 soak. These are so on your next time you take damage, drill bit. 7 of that damage will automatically disappear, and then you're gonna roll some soak, because it's the deck. These are automatic hits on your soak roll, on your next soak roll, essentially.
Okay, so so this purple armor, this starts forming over you, and now I have to roll.
Yeah, it's low though. You'll have to roll against 3. Actually 4. 4 backlash for you.
4.
Yeah, because you have the drugs.
Oh, right.
Right.
4 backlash. Okay, so a lot of 6s. I have a 1, but I got a 4 without re-rolling yet.
Oh, you got 4 hits.
Yeah, without re-rolling.
Cool.
So
Yeah. Nothing. Nothing.
4. Yeah.
After taking all that backlash from the last time, you just shake this off. Oh, these simple actions.
Yeah, I know I could do those, but that's why I thought I'd try some hard ones.
Yeah, you were trying the hard ones first. See what I did.
Yeah.
All right, Zypher, you are now back in control of yourself. Your body is no longer convulsing, but you have +2 to all of your actions. The TN will be increased by 2 for all of your actions.
Okay.
Which for you is fine. That just negates your abilities, like your deck and your abilities. So everything will just be normal
Right.
TNs from now
I'm still hacked into the.
on. Yeah,
Of
you
the
gained
car,
control of
right?
the vehicle and then got convulsed. That's basically what happened.
Do I see Drillbit now having the case?
Yes. Now that you have your full faculties back, you can see Drillbit has the case between your legs. She's holding it with her knees.
Could I move the car to us?
Yeah.
That way,
Mm-hmm.
Drillbit didn't have to full-fledged jump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a fly
So
roll because you're now basically using it like a drone. But it's going to be what we're going to do, because that's going to be based on your intelligence. So it's fly, but this is the change. Because this is a drone, you can either use your reaction or your intelligence. Which one do you want to use?
I'm going to use my intelligence.
Correct, right? Yeah. So you're going to use your intelligence to fly this thing. So it's going to be intelligence instead of reaction. And we'll give you an extra 2 dice from the vehicle itself, because that's its control rating.
Okay. So I'll be rolling 7 dice.
Yeah, try to move this thing forward. You just need to get the number of hits for gaining ground, which I think is only 2? Yeah, 2.
You need to roll 1s for this?
But he's rolling 7 dice, so hopefully he gets some 1s.
Yeah. You just need 1. You need 2.
Fortunately, he
ones.
still has
That's
some feedback, so he can still use that if he fails.
How many did you say I needed? 2?
2.
Oh, actually, wait. It's a 1, so cross fingers. Okay, so I'm going to use my last feedback
Okay.
to move that thing over.
All right, so the second vehicle moves forward. So before Snap even has a chance to try to, redirect your vehicle, the second vehicle pulls into the place of that first vehicle. It flies right up underneath your vehicle as you controlled it to do. So Drillbit, the car sort of lurches forward, and you see your friends now, they disappear as they pass under them. And now it goes to the robot. Okay, the robot's going to try to shoot the gun at you. Points it into your chest and goes to, towards your chest and goes to pull the trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay then. That's 9 hits. It's a bunch of 2s and 4s. 9 hits. So that is a success.
Oh, and drove it. Mine.
But it's not damage. That's just hits, right? So fortunately, the one saving grace is that extra hits don't do extra damage, right? So and now you're gonna see why I made that the rule, that it doesn't do any extra damage, because this would be really terrible for Drillbit. But Drillbit, You just have to. Oh, you just have to try to soak 8 damage. So 7 of that 8 damage. It's 5 and 3. So 7 of the 8 damage is just gonna disappear. So you only have to soak 1 damage with your soak roll. Roll your 6 dice. Get at least 1 hit, or else you will drop unconscious.
I got 1 hit and it was a 1.
Oh, okay. We'll roll it again. See if you soak any more.
So
Just see if it's
oh,
for funsies.
another 1.
Okay.
So that's 2. Oh, actually I got a 3, so that would be 3, 4. So I got 4 total.
All right. Yeah.
I got
You
a 1
just
and a
like
3, yeah.
nothing. Like this
4.
damage. Like so it cracks this purple armor that was put around you from somewhere. You don't know where, but you can have a feeling, right? It's glowing and it's purple. You have a feeling. It cracks and shatters, but then the bullet penetrates to your armor and then bling, just sort of bounces off.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Evac!
Snap. What do you do? You're now. Oh yeah, and you guys are inverted. You are now inverted, looking down on the damaged middle vehicle that has flown up underneath you.
So I imagine for them to get in, it probably going to need to just kind of level back out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that cost an action, or is that?
Yeah, that'd be like a fly. Well, I mean, it's an easy one for you because you're just gonna rotate around it, right? You're not gonna do any crazy flyy things.
No, just kind of going beside it.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You can totally do it. So do you do any flourish or anything, or are you just gonna do a normal casual?
Probably not, because I'm gonna go down to where the driver's side is next to that big robot.
Mm-hmm.
And how does the burst fire work?
Okay, so this is how the burst fire works. You're going to roll. You're gonna pick a number. What is the usage die that you have?
It's a 12.
You have D12. Okay. So for D12, you can roll 4 additional D6s, right? But for if you're the number of D6s that you want to roll for the attack, that increases your TN. So the TN will be 2, and then if you're gonna add 4 to it, it's gonna be a TN of 6, right? Okay. So that's the question. How many do you want to roll? You can roll up to 4.
I'll go for it.
Okay. TN 6. Nice.
I actually got 6. I'm glad I took the accuracy mod.
All right. Yes. Good thing you took that accuracy mod, which is why weapon mods matter. Okay,
Yes.
then. So what ends up happening is now you will have to roll 4 D12s to find out if you run out of ammo, right? This is the
Okay.
ammo usage die.
Good. 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 I rolled 2 5s and 2 10s.
Nice. Yeah, you're fine. You do not run out of ammo as you just open fire with your weapon on its full burst mode. You will now roll 6d6 to determine how much damage you do to this big robot.
That's pretty good. And 1s explode, right?
Yeah. So you re-roll any rolls, ones. You count them as a 1, and then you roll them again for more damage.
Right. $27.
Yeah, that's like twice what his life is. So what his current life is. So in game terms, we call that overkill. So you have killed him more than he has. So overkill is insta death. He is instantly dead. He has no body saves, does not pass go, and he does not collect $200. So he will die. So tell me what it looks like as you unload into this giant robot thing that is trying to fight with Drillbit and Spaz.
So I keep getting evac, just spamming. So he kind of just mutes the connection temporarily. And you're just like, okay. And then just kind of, as he's sliding down next to the other car, just takes his gun and just is unloading it as he's curving around. And just calls over, there's your evac. Hurry up.
Hurry up. Hurry up. So yes, so the robot inside, just bullets come flying from like above and from like an angle and to the side and just blast into this robot, chunking pieces off of him as like body parts just go flying everywhere. Just all these little bits and pieces and gyros and things just flying all over the place. And it's like anime style. He's like rocking back and forth until he finally just like falls against the dashboard of the vehicle, shoving forward on the control mechanism, causing the front of the vehicle to dip forward. Spaz goes flying off the hood of the car and starts dropping down toward the ground. The car is dipping. What do you do?
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. It is in fact.
Okay. So I'm going to look at the blonde guy and I'm going, release the briefcase or I take your hand.
He's
Giving
unconscious.
him like a half. Oh, he's unconscious?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
Yeah.
well then I'm just going to I guess, yeah, I'm going to break the guy's wrist and take the briefcase, kind of take his hand, you know? I gotta go.
Yeah, you do, because
I forgot he was unconscious.
the car is going down. You don't need to make any attacks. He's unconscious, so you just do your
Okay.
damage to him. We also know you do
just
10 damage, so we know that you can just like crack and like take it.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, she probably. Yeah, fuck it, I'd do it like that. Yeah.
I mean,
break
you
his
could
wrist off.
just like crush his wrist and then slide it off, right? Like that's.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's
you know
it's still
what? My
brutal,
impulse
however
was
you
to
pull
snap
it.
it.
It's still gonna.
It is.
still
It's
gonna be
really just brutal. So I just rip his wrist off and
Yeah.
then go, and then I'm just gonna jump up and, because they're above us, right? Isn't he like
Side.
upside down above
No,
us?
no,
or
he's
oh,
now he's
next
side.
to
Yeah,
us
he
now?
rotated.
Okay.
He rotated the vehicle, and while he was doing that, that's when he did the shot. That's why it was different angles
Okay.
of bullets that
Yes.
hit this guy.
Yes. So then I'm just gonna snap, grab, and into the car.
All right, yeah, and I will have you make an athletics roll to see if you can cross the
Okay.
distance in this dipping
Yep.
car, this rotating thing, all of this highfalutin aerial action.
Yep.
You need 3, say
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 hits. Oh yeah, that's more than enough.
Yep.
Yeah, you totally do it. Cool. Yeah, you leap into the other car, and the door open. Doesn't matter. You land on the car. Even I don't care. However you do it. How do you land? Around the car.
You're muted.
The window of the car is open because he was shooting
Yep,
through
it
it,
was.
right?
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
I'm just gonna kind of dive right in and.
Dive right in this super cool thing. Yep, you leap right in.
She's going to send a message straight into Snap that says, "Thank you for your assistance. You are 2.5 seconds late."
The calculation's off by 3%. So.
Shots fired.
Frank,
Yes,
you
a
come
lot of
to
them were.
at the end of this combat. We end this combat on you becoming aware of yourself and being able to control your body again after all the weird convulsions and the,
Quick
purple
question.
radiation.
Where's Spaz? Is he still
Spaz
on
fell from the car.
Oh,
when he
Spaz
dove.
fell. I missed that.
Yep, he's diving.
Okay.
He's heading skydiving toward the ground right now without a parachute.
So, can I try and catch him in the car?
You can, but I think it's best if you don't.
Okay.
So Frank, I'm gonna give you the last thing to do at the end of this combat because you missed a turn, so I'm gonna give you a turn to think of something cool to say or something cool to do. What do you want to do here? You're the celebrity in charge. This is your team.
That's true. So practically all the vehicles are gone, right?
Yeah, they're like drifting and crashing. Yes.
All right. I don't really have any cool catchphrase for Frank, but we did it. I'm amazed that none of us died. I'll be honest with everybody.
Well, one of you is skydiving toward the earth right now.
No,
but
if he
yeah.
shifts all his points into toughness, he'll probably be okay.
Yeah.
We'll just.
He unfortunately can only
Totally.
move one at a time, so it takes time, but we'll see what happens. But okay. So then you guys at the end of this combat A very somber moment as you realize you have survived this thing. You have the briefcase. You've succeeded the mission. You basically have killed everyone that you had to deal with. Like, you just took them all out. You see your buddy Spaz falling, and before you can really react, he slams into the side of a building, bounces off of it, hits a car, bounces off of that, and then crashes into the earth with a cloud of dirt.
I will say on one bright note, he was probably too high to feel anything.
As he hits the ground and kind of splats, Drillbit's going to look over and... That is unfortunate. I require repairs.
I got you covered, I think. Just let me get land somewhere.
Let's head back to Spaz's and lay low for a bit.
Cypher, can you wipe their computer systems before we get too far away? We don't want the GPS coordinates of Spaz's shop that you so conveniently gave them to be in their systems.
I mean, to be fair, that was the plan. Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's the smart one.
I just glare at Glitch as I pull up my deck, like,
At least this is better than he won't stop touching me.
He's touching me. So, yeah, I go in and I wipe any memory. I just wipe the whole memory. I just...
Yep. Yeah, you're able to
Blank
pull
all
that.
system.
You just go ahead and extract all of your data before it crashes into a building, causing a bunch of damage. So you managed to just erase it. And I think we'll take a bit of a break, if that's all right with everybody, now that we've...
Oh,
Do not
wow.
make me turn this car around.
All right, everyone, we're going to take a bit of a break. Let me go to my break screen, the standby screen, and we'll transition. about that is you were still muted when you were still talking about your dinner, but now you're not. So now everyone hears us talking about how you were talking about your dinner. So that's what they get to come back to. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We were just talking about how I shoved some food in my face, and everyone else was talking about what they were shoving in their face before we transitioned back in. So we are back now from the action, and we have just finished an intense action sequence in which you guys managed to steal the briefcase, and you hope to God that there's a chip or a Bible inside.
Fuck.
And that this wasn't some kind of red herring I threw at you.
I think the real, crap, now I can't think. But what we really got from it was the friends we made along the way. I think that was the real.
We lost one of them.
That was the real briefcase.
Yeah, the real
All
briefcase
along.
was the friends we met along the way. Yeah.
So I should have been doing telepathy to read his thoughts to know if the chip was in there. Oh, okay.
I mean, you guys hope that I am not that kind of game master. We'll see. As you've come back from our break. So, you guys have been discussing, you kind of want to go, you're just discussing going back to Spaz's place and laying low until it dies down.
Mm-hmm.
But, I remind you, because it has been a whole session, that you were given instructions on what to do with the chip once you had it. And that was to take
that's
it
right.
to Omega Stardust, the Yakuza-run pachinko parlor in
Well,
whatever district.
let's
it was.
make sure we have the chip before we bring back something else. That's probably worse than not showing up, I guess.
The code should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I'll use this time to heal Drillbit.
Okay, so you're gonna be like doing your like waving your hands over Drillbit, doing some Hui aura stuff, which is why it's weird that I said it works on robots, but I did, so that's fine.
Well, I'm repairing my psychic energy.
Reconnects the
rejoins all the
wires and
connections.
stuff. Yep. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Oh, but I am no longer hopped up on Beta Red.
You were not. You were no longer hopped up on Beta
So let me change that.
Unless you are.
Red. You could take some more.
I have more, yes. You know what?
There's lots of drugs again. This adventure's gonna have drugs in it too.
You know what? I'm gonna.
I
do
actually
it-
bought some drugs just in case too. So.
Yes.
Okay. I asked Drillbit to come over here while they look at that, and without.
That's
Cypher's
really
not
just shifting
looking-
around inside of this car. It's not a very big car, right? Like it's not like everyone has like their
Oh.
own bedroom or something inside. Like everyone's
Oh, I
like-
thought we. Never mind.
No, we haven't landed yet because it was a discussion on what you guys wanted to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna take it just because there's other people here and I can't afford to do cause them more pain.
Let's see. I'm just trying to remember what district I said that it was the Jasmine characters where you were going. You're going to the Pachinko Parlor, Omega Stardust, Ocean View. That's the district you're going to. Ocean View. So, do you guys want to go to Ocean View and to go to Omega Stardust, or do you want to
Yeah,
go to
Yeah.
Spazos?
yeah, I would say yes because we.
Yeah.
Got it.
So who opens
Oh.
the briefcase?
I'll open it.
Cypher will
Okay.
do it.
Frank is
Sure.
going to open it. Frank, make a body save. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding. I'm just kidding, Frank. You didn't check it for
Well,
traps.
Need everybody make a body save as it explodes.
Yeah. No. So yeah, it's like a thing. It's locked, but you're able to like sort of puzzle it out, right? Like, it's like, okay, wait. Wait, do you have thievery?
I do a little
Oh,
bit.
Yeah. Just go ahead and make a thievery roll. Just need one hit to like crack open a briefcase. A briefcase is not
Alright.
super hard.
Is that off of reaction?
I believe so.
Yes.
It is.
I have like a hand done character sheet which has half of the information. I
Yeah,
couldn't get
I
the
see it.
full little or.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
All right, perfect. Which is.
I realize I'm being really loud because I have my headphones on and like I don't hear myself, so like I get really loud without realizing.
I got one, so.
Okay,
Take it.
yeah, you got a hit. That's fine. Yeah, you're totally able to like pry this thing up. This is a standard briefcase. Doesn't seem like anything impressive, or at least it was intended to look like one, so it's not really very complicated. So you get through it. You open it up. There's a Bible inside.
Let's open it up.
You open up the Bible, and you find inside the Bible, there's like a big cutaway, and there's a chip stashed inside. It looks
All
different
right.
than normal chips. It looks like a normal chip. Nothing wrong with it, right? But the materials that it's made out of are like really high-end materials. Like there's gold everything, and then there's like crystal data holding points. Like it's like intense. You could probably sell this thing for good 10, 20,000 on the market. But of course, you also recognize that it's obviously a specialty made thing. So you try to sell it on the market, Frank. You know this because you're connected with shady stuff, as we indicated at the very beginning of this whole stuff. That the moment you try to sell it, someone's gonna come looking for it.
Sure.
So, right. So
Oh, yeah.
more than likely, your best way to fence this, to get rid of this, is to give it to whomever has hired you to do this job, and then let them deal with the consequences, right? So, I mean, yeah, that's basically like the moment you look at that, like that's what you get, just the assessment right off the top, without knowing anything tech-wise. You're just like, whoa, okay then.
Did they ever tell us what's on it?
They did not.
I didn't think they didn't, right?
They did not.
No, that's fine. I mean, Frank wouldn't really care.
I mean, they're paying you what, 8,000 each to not ask questions,
Yeah.
And pachinko balls.
and pachinko balls.
We get to go gambling. I forgot about that. I got really excited.
Scott, how long do we have? An hour?
It will
So-
take you less than an hour to get to Ocean View, but if you wanted to, like, we could say you slowly make it there to like not like flag any police officers or anything, and
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
want by the time we opened it, verify the contents, and
yeah, I'll
Okay.
give you an hour so you can make a roll to see how much healing you do.
so every success is
Every hit is 1 point of damage that you heal.
so you get 5 out of a possible 6. I re-rolled 1, so
That's nice. Hey, you get 5 health points back.
Yep, I'm at 6 now, so that's good.
That's at least
Hey!
that's at least doable. That's where you were when you like jumped into the car, right?
I was at 9 when I jumped in the
Okay,
car.
well, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. I can no longer heal you for the rest of the game.
Yeah, rest of the game.
Okay.
You also
By
have
the way, when I handed in the briefcase, I took the hand and kind of pulled it off the cuff thing and rolled the window down and just
tossed it out. Yeah,
tossed it out the window.
yeah. Get rid of that evidence. Who needs
It
that?
lands flat on the cop's
Fortunately, it's not like it
windshield.
has fingerprints or anything because
I'm a robot.
So you must soak some backlash though, Paul.
Oh, one of those, right?
Yeah. That stuff.
But that's still a 7. Okay, I'm not even gonna re-roll because the backlash was 3.
3, right?
Minus 1, so it was actually a 2.
Yeah, right.
And I got 5 successes with 3 1s
Yeah,
that I haven't
you're
re-rolled
fine.
yet.
Yeah, it's fine. Like once
Yeah,
again, these
healing's
easy
easy.
things. These are easy. These are nothing. This is the kind of stuff that they made you do for funsies when you were all hidden up in the secret undergrounds, science lab.
If we had another hour, I'd be healing myself.
Yeah, sure. Well,
That's the only way I can heal, right? Or no?
no, you have to just naturally heal it off.
Oh, I can't even psychically heal. Oh. All right, then I'm gonna stop casting.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna...
take a break from psychic stuff for a while there, Paul. It's probably the best idea for you. You don't want to kill yourself. Or you just do all the little stuff, because apparently you can do the little stuff just fine, right? Just do all the things
Yeah,
that are
I'm-
2.
Sure, yeah, I'm not good.
All right, so you guys arrive at the Omega Stardust. It is a pachinko parlor. It's actually kind of nice. It's kind of a nice pachinko parlor for the district's in. It's like a bunch of shady, seedy, rundown, dirty buildings around it, but the outside of this one is swept clean. All the lights are working, and it's like this, flashy starburst thing. And there's an anime girl outside, like VR anime, or not VR, a 3D projection of a hologram of a anime girl dancing out in front of it. She's trying to get people to play pachinko, and like she's saying like pachinko ekoi, pachinko ekoi, and she's like doing a thing, and she's like doing stuff. Yeah, it's really loud. The whole neighborhood knows that that's a pachinko parlor. But you guys were told to go to the back, I believe, and look for Uesa Mori, if I remember correctly.
So I'd probably go around to the back of it and
Pull around the back and land in the parking lot that's back there. It's like a parking lot shared by like 5 different like buildings around the area. There's like 2 cars there. Now, what that probably indicates to you is that if there are people in there playing pachinko, supposing this really is a pachinko parlor that is like active and doing stuff, it's not just a front for money laundering, that they probably walked in, or they live in the neighborhood.
Is there any like visible security in the back?
Yep, there's a very large Japanese-looking dude with like not a full shirt on. It's like a really low-cut V-neck thing. You can see that he's got chest tattoos, some kind of dragon fighting a samurai kind of thing on his chest. He's very clearly got augmented cyber arms. He's human, as far as you can tell, and he's standing at the door.
All right. Oh, we ready to go in?
Yeah, at this point, all the wounds on Glitch, they faded, but they're still glowing because I haven't healed.
Yeah.
And but she covers it all up. She puts on her regular clothes over with her hood, and you can't see them anymore.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
I'll tell the bouncer, doorman, whatever. We're here to meet, our contact.
So you get out and you go approach him, and you're like, "I'm here to meet Uesa Mori." Yeah. Okay. He looks at you and he says, he just kind of looks at you for a second, and he's like, "Nandesho?" And then he like thinks and then says, "What did you say?"
We were told to come here. Have a
Meeting
delivery.
Uesa Mori.
Yes. There's a problem with that.
No problem. And you see him look to the side, and then you see like the flash in his eyes. He's obviously got that installed like communicator thing that you've seen happen a bunch. People don't have visible clicks. Got it built into their brains. So you see some movement, and then he nods for a second, and then he says, "Ma, wakanai." Oh, wakata. And then he looks back up and says, "Please wait here." And he doesn't move. He just stands there.
Turn back to everybody. I guess we wait here.
After a moment, the door opens up, and a guy who seems to be a bit older, he's an older Japanese guy, he's wearing sunglasses at night, as it were. He's wearing sunglasses. He comes out. He's got a nice suit on, but you can see like the tattoos kind of popping up underneath the collar of the shirt. But he's got these 3 larger, he's like normal size, normal build, doesn't seem to have any sort of augmentations that you can see visible anyway. 3 very large, very beefy, looks like they worked out in the yard at prison kind of Japanese guys are standing on like behind him. They're carrying 6 buckets of pachinko balls, which they set down on the ground.
Yes.
And he says, "Do you have the chip?"
Yep. You have the rest of the cred?
He looks at all of you and says, "Do you use clicks?"
I do.
Yes.
What do we do about Spaz's cut?
How much was the cut we were each getting?
6.
Yeah,
We were each getting
More.
yeah, you were all
Six
getting
more?
6,000
more.
from this guy, yeah, for each of you.
2, 3, 4,
So there's
5,
another
So we each get-
6,000.
5 of a
We each get 72 then.
divided by.
Here, we'll split it.
Yeah, we each get 72. 72.
One of those shares has to be cash, I guess.
Yes.
It seems that you lost a team member. Doesn't matter to me. And he goes, "Bloop," and he just sees like he pulls his hand up, he pulls up his click, and he does like a thing, and you all get that like that thing I expressed before. You all get this like this QR code cryptocurrency thing that pops up where you can accept it to get the money downloaded into your accounts. Frank, what do you want to do about this?
Hey, listen, pal. You keep cash on hand?
He looks at the other guys. They kind of nod. He says, "Yes, of course.
Perfect. I'll take it in cash.
Your prerogative." He like says something to one of the guys. You can't make it out. It's like even mumbled for even what you can understand from when they're talking. He walks in, and then he comes out with a bunch of bills that are like, they are clearly like banded, and you know like the thing like they've been counting it in the back room. This is casino money essentially that they've counted and banded, and they were going to take to the bank. He just hands you 3 blocks of money. Well, actually, I guess it would be 3 whole blocks of money, and then like, 2,000 creds each, and then like half of a block, right? Because you're getting someone else's cut.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So they hand you this wad of cash.
Perfect. Oh, he's gonna put it in the trunk of the car. Nobody rob me. He's gonna put it in. Oh God, he doesn't have
In the
anywhere to store it.
briefcase.
You have a
You
briefcase.
have a
Oh,
briefcase.
yeah, I have a briefcase. Thank you. But it seems so obvious to Frank holding the briefcase.
Right. Puts it in
Okay,
the
hold this briefcase while I put the money away.
Yeah, and then you also have a bucket of like 1,000 pachinko balls for each of you to take if you want, which is 6 buckets, right? Because like I said before, there are 6 buckets.
Yeah. Sabo will split up his bucket. So
Yeah.
we'll start.
Throwing the extra balls, like 200 balls in each bucket, or like 1,200 balls in each bucket or something. Yeah. Or no, because it's 1,000, right? So it's like 200. Yeah, it's like 200 in each.
Yeah.
Bucket, yep.
Each bucket would be 1,200.
Yeah, right. Got
Yep.
it. Cool. So they're just kind of like watching you as you do this, and they're just like, and then Uesa goes, "Well, if we're done here," and he turns to walk back inside, unless somebody stops him.
Can
Nope.
we go this way to get in?
Yes, go around to the front. The big guy, the first guy that you talked to, not the biggest guy, because these other 3 guys make that guy look small, right? He's like, yeah, you go around to the front where you come in.
So the answer was no then. Okay. And he starts to walk around.
Yeah, you robots without your compassion and people skills. Yeah, so they just like watch you guys as you sort of sort the balls out. Wes and Morty goes back inside. The 3 of them stand there until you guys take your balls to like leave, and then they, hang out for a while, and then they go back inside themselves. But you don't see that if you go inside. How many of you guys go inside? Do you all go inside?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Technically, Glitch and Zypher are too young to be going inside, but they come with complimentary balls. So the girl at the front, she just kind of goes, "Oh, come inside." Like you very clearly are breaking the rules, but like the boss gave you these pachinko balls, so like, what's she gonna do? Tell you can't come in, right? So when you guys go, and it's a bunch of flashing lights, a bunch of people. There's a lot of people actually. There's quite a bit of people in here, and they're all sitting on little stools, and they're all like putting the balls, pouring them into the machines, like pressing buttons and trying to twirl things, and trying to make all these balls jump around and bounce around. If you haven't seen what a pachinko game looks like, it's kind of like pinball, but like vertical. So that's kind of what it is. And you're like shooting them up in a kind of. So it's not like angled. It's like literally up and down. I try to get them in these little slots where you get points, and then the points constitute money. Well, it constitutes a score, which constitutes like tickets from a machine at a arcade or something, where you then turn it in for a prize. That prize, this is the legalities of pachinko. The prize you can then sell back to the pachinko parlor. Usually like to sell it to like an intermediary who buys it from you for money, right? And that's how it works. So you get like a little plush doll, which you then walk across the street and sell to the Yakuza for $1,000 or something like that, and then they take the plush doll back to the pachinko parlor, and that's how it works.
Yep.
It's starting to get different nowadays. So in this particular case, in Chrome Port City, it does constitute just money. It's just money. They've done away with all that intermediary stuff, like whatever. Just it's legal here.
How much credits did we get again?
You have now 1,200 balls. Oh,
No,
you
no,
got
like
creds?
money.
You got
7,200.
7,200 creds.
Sorry, how much?
7,200 creds from these guys.
Okay.
But you also had 3,000 from before.
But we spent some of it.
You spent some.
Yeah.
Yep.
7,500. That's what I have.
So many drugs that you bought. So many drugs.
Yeah, I realized didn't need to buy that many, but I didn't know what I was gonna roll.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So yes, well, you guys now have Pachinko. If you want to play some games, we'll just have you roll d6s and tell me what you get.
No.
How many
play.
D6? Just one at a time?
Yeah, just roll some d6s, however many you want. Anything over 3s is wins. Anything under 3s is losses. And we'll go for we'll go do 3 rolls. Just roll 3 d6s. How about that? And then tell me if you
Let's
got
say
more
if we
wins.
go as
What?
if we go as many as we want, I got a
Oh,
bunch
okay.
of
Yeah,
them
go
right
with
here.
as many as you want. Yeah. Just roll 3. Just roll 3 of them.
What's the target
And what are
number?
we shooting for? Under what to win?
Over
Above 3.
Over 3s. This is actually
Over
really good.
3s?
Actually, let's do it the right.
Number
Sorry,
3.
under 3s. Under 3s. 3s
It
are
should
under.
be
Oh,
under 3s,
yeah,
right?
right.
Because
Roll under
and do
again.
ones explode again?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Is that 3 and under or 2 and under?
3 and under. 3 and under.
Oh, good, because I got 3 successes then.
All right, cool.
I got 4.
Nice.
I got 4.
All right.
My best roll of the night. I'll take it.
4.
All right.
Wait, I have 2
4.
feedback.
All right. So everybody but Glitch got 4. Glitch got 3. All right, guys. So with 4, I'm gonna go ahead and give you another 8,000 creds that you get from
What?
Pachinko.
All of us?
And then
Or
the
not
3,000 gets 6. You get 6,000. The three hits. So basically, I was giving you 2,000 per hit.
Okay.
So
Okay. So then, how many of our balls did that use up? Did that use up everything
that used
that
up
we
all the
had?
balls, yeah. But
Okay.
that's actually more balls. So what I'm saying is so the way that it would work is you'd win more balls,
Yeah.
right? And then
Mhm.
you would just keep playing and playing and playing until you got a cool score. So at the end of the day, you all came out with 6,000 to 8,000 creds that you managed to get at
Right.
this Pachinko. This might have
So I have
taken you 8 hours. Who knows? Just hanging out, playing Pachinko or whatever. Yeah.
So you're saying, okay, if that's the case, maybe I want to spend my feedback.
If you want to. I mean,
I
to be
don't
fair,
know.
that's actually kind of a smart move because we are getting near the we only have 45 minutes left in the
There
session,
we go. Okay, so I actually came out ahead.
All right, there you go.
Well, I got 2 feedback, so I'll use
Yeah,
my
I
2.
mean,
Everyone's just I'll use my feedback. Yeah, why not? Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't have any feedback. I'm done.
YOLO.
Spent-
yeah. YOLO, spend all, get it all, get it. Money is
So,
leveling
you
up
gave
in
us
this
what?
game.
2,000 a win, right? 2,000 a win.
2,000 hit. Yep.
Okay, sweet. So I got 20,000.
Mm-hmm. See what? So you remember when we were setting this up? I told you guys you were gonna have a chance to upgrade. You
We
now
sh-
have
we
the
should-
money now.
We should probably say too, for all of the viewers in the audience or future viewers, that this amount of money is a little excessive to be getting in one lump sum because leveling is done through the mechanic of building your character as opposed to actually leveling.
Yep.
But because we're demoing Scott's wonderful game here, we are being given a crap load of money very quickly so that we can level up and show progression.
Yeah. So you guys have a decent amount of money now. This is enough to do some character building, character progression because it's all about money in this game. It's no XP. So you guys have some fun at the Pachinko place. You probably get free drinks for the amount of winning you were doing. At least one set of free drinks from Ueso when he realizes that you have been staying for a few hours and you basically are winning, but he's hoping that you lose it all, right? That you end up starting more money. But instead, you guys come out way ahead. For whatever reason, you just started killing it. A lot of the other patrons, the only reason why Uesa and his people don't kick you out is because a lot of the other patrons are whoa, and they're paying attention to your hot streaks, right? And they're kind of cheering with you guys when you win more points and more balls and stuff. So, yeah.
And then they play more and lose.
And then they play more and they lose their money. So it's well, I guess this is balancing out. In fact, you may even switch to a machine that somebody gave up on, and then you start winning from it, and that person's God damn it, that was my machine.
that old lady on the nickel slots in Vegas.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's what happens. And you guys win a lot of money.
I think as we're walking out, Drillbit would probably look at the owner of the place that we did the job for and thank you. This was an extremely profitable endeavor. If you require assistance again in the future, please contact us.
So you guys leave. Where do you go when you leave? What happens? Where do you all head?
I remember that we should have taken that augment off of Spaz. That was a cool augment. If it survived the fall.
Do you guys just go back to the car? Are you gonna head back to Spaz's place, or are you all going your separate ways?
Would
This.
probably. Go ahead.
I can't remember where we got the car. We were borrowing it, right?
You
Or did we
bought
buy
it.
it?
You
bought
We
it.
bought it. We
Oh,
bought
that's
it.
right. We bought it. So now
Yeah.
we want to sell it or dump it.
I'd say keep it.
Well, I don't know if we want to keep it.
It
Because if
needs
they-
repairs.
Because they may remember us, I guess. We need a mechanic who can take it apart. Too bad we don't have one anymore.
Or we can just repaint it.
I walked to the back of the Pachenko bar.
Okay.
And are the bodyguards still there?
One of them is, yeah.
Want to buy a car?
No.
Know anyone that wants to buy a car?
No.
Good talk. Thank you. Bye. And I walked back to the front.
And then he just goes,
I tried.
No.
Do you say any other words?
No.
So you just
But you know that he says other words because he's totally said other words to you earlier.
Right. It's just-
He's just messing with you at this point. Is there any chance that Snap and I might know someone?
Yeah,
With
you guys could probably figure someone out. Like between you and Snap and Frank, you could
And
probably
Frank,
find
yeah.
somebody to like fence this car off onto.
Do we want to fence the car off on someone, or do we want to just get it repaired and maybe repainted and stuff?
Change
Car never
the
took
VIN
damage,
number.
did it?
Well,
Well, I mean, you
rammed another
rammed it
car,
into another
so
vehicle,
It
so-
didn't really take like damage. It took like cosmetic damage.
Well, change the equivalent of the VIN number, I think. And the color would be nice too. Change
So you
to
guys
that.
all get into the same car to leave and go somewhere else?
I don't like the
mean,
way he said that,
I know,
guys.
it
No.
I don't
seemed
like
like a
that
bad-
look on his face. Look at him. I feel like we might be blown up or something if we get back in this vehicle.
Oh, I think it's
I
time.
promise you won't get blown up.
Mhm. I'll say that was very profitable, but Cypher and I are gonna head for some ramen. If you guys need some partners again, feel free to call us, or just me. That's fine too.
I'm gonna go find. I need to get repairs.
I look at Frank too and been like, you and I, we're gonna party one day. All right, that's all there is to it.
Remember,
Oh,
we're
anytime.
too young to party.
I know what you bought from Spaz. Okay, you weren't subtle. I saw everything.
Yeah, but
Don't
that
wanna
came in
hear it.
handy. And if I didn't
Uh-huh.
do that, then Drillbit would be dead now.
I get it, but I still saw it. So,
Hey.
Missy, let's go.
You're not that
mean-
much older than me.
5 hours. That still counts. Let's go get some more augments.
He won't stop touching me.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
find an upgrade shop and get repairs and augmentations.
All right then, Frank and Snap, what do you guys do?
Probably the same, looking for upgrades, augments, all that stuff.
Get in the car and drive off?
Yep.
Or leave it? Yep. Okay. Cool.
I'm
Frank?
taking a car.
Yeah,
Got a
of
car
course
for
you are.
$500.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So you guys get in the car and you start going somewhere. Drillbit, are you're just gonna wander off then from them? or you
Well,
get in the car?
I'll go with him. I mean, he and I are both robots, so
Alright.
we probably know the same mechanics. So
You guys at least know the neighborhood where you were, where Spaz was anyway. That's kind of like an area where you know most of the people over there. You could probably find it. I mean, you probably know of a couple of other mechanics that are in that area. Maybe people that Spaz works with, or not. Maybe his rivals, right, as it were. So you know some people within that area. So you get up to start to fly. You leave Ocean View. I'm gonna start with Glitch and Cypher. Glitch and Cypher, as you're walking down the street, having this fight over who's older and who gets to tell who to do what. Fighting over stuff. Two very large guys come out of an alleyway. They're dressed way too nicely to be living in Ocean View. And you notice that around their necks they have these sort of pendants that are these kind of strange lines. They go down, a couple across, little rings on the end. And they pull out 2 guns, and they point them at you, and they say, "You two, stop where you are."
What's that?
You can try to distract them, huh? Go ahead and roll some subterfuge for me and see what happens.
Oh, that's great. So that's 281. So that's awesome.
It'll go well.
Right.
You need probably 3 hits at least.
I get nothing.
All right, you get a
Hey, I
feedback.
get feedback.
Hey, there you go. Now you have some feedback to work with.
And
S-
I'm gonna cast psychic armor on me because I can't afford to get hit.
all right, go ahead and do that. I'll let you do that, and then we'll resolve all of this.
My God.
Technically, it looks like it remains until the roll is made. Correct?
Yeah. You put it on yourself, and then when you go to make your
Yeah.
next soak roll, it stays there. So, like, you're asking if like you get knocked unconscious or something when it happens?
Yes.
Yeah, it would remain. That's fine. I'll just it's hand wavy, rules light BS, right? So it's fine.
Alright. Yeah, this is why I need beta red in my system.
Mhm.
I only got 3 successes.
All right, so you have 3
Oh.
armor, which is 3 less damage you'll take when you do a soak roll. You try to distract these guys with the "What's that?" right, and then like Glitch just does the thing. And what happens when Glitch does psychic stuff?
It's noticeable. She's glowing, and she's has to do a backlash roll too.
Has to do a backlash roll, but she's like
It's only
doing
a
like
2.
yeah 2. Did you soak it?
7 dice.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Why do you have 7 dice?
Because my mind is 7.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, I forget. You're fine.
Okay.
We're
Without
psychics.
No problem.
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Nothing. You soak
That
it.
was really good.
Yeah. So this like purple energy comes out of your eyes. You cover yourself in this like purple armor that like aura that solidifies around you. These guys, they look at you as you're like, "What's that?" And they do not look away, and they both just go, and like what shoots out of their guns is not bullets, but hypodermic needles. You both get hit with darts.
What the?
Make a
Oh, I
body
see.
save.
What's that?
Uh,
Oh,
Body save. You need to
Oh.
have it's a TN 3.
Sure. Send the body save after the 2 psychics.
I can't have been a mind save. Been trying that. Ooh, hey! I mean, I got 1 success, so I mean,
How many successes do
Okay,
we
I got
need?
3. You need 3.
I got 1.
Oh, this is why I shouldn't have grabbed that money, because on a 3 body I got 2 1s, and that was it. They exploded to nothing.
Ah, yeah. If you had that feedback, you would have been able to get out of this. But no, both of you drop unconscious on the ground.
Damn.
Lovely drive we're having.
The other 3 of you are flying away.
We should have called a cab.
Yeah. This is why I was asking if you were all getting in the same vehicle. See.
And as I fall, like I make my finger almost like into a pointer, and it's just like right in front of her face, where it's just like, yeah, close to touching her.
But
not
also, as
touching
you drop
you.
to the ground, we sort of pan the camera up and we see your the car fly overhead, but like not in time for them to see anything going on. So, Snap, Drillbit, Frank, you guys are in your car. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Are you guys just silently, like, going about your business after this adventure, or are you like excited about your pachinko wins? What's happening?
And
So
so what do
should
you
we go
robots
back
do
to-
for fun?
Should we go back to Spaz's shop to see if there's anything good there?
I am in
You won't be
desperate need
needing
of
it.
repairs.
There's at least a lot of drugs there, which you could probably sell. I mean, and by probably, I mean, Frank, that you could totally sell that stuff.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of tools for you guys to use to fix up drill bit. We should go back to Spaz's shop.
Is that wise?
No, probably not.
Well, he won't be using it.
If Zypher wiped the GPS, it should be clear.
We should be
I'm
fine.
concerned with his hacking abilities, though. He did not seem to be performing very well.
Well, he is only human.
That is true. He is only a meat bag.
You know what? You
He
robots are all right.
For a meat bag, you are quite satisfactory also, Frank. Although your
Two.
need for lamb skin is quite unusual.
Is it
It's un-
hypoallergenic?
I believe I heard him saying earlier it is just because it is comforting on his tushy.
What's
True.
what's-
Meatbags enjoy simple pleasures.
What's funny is that you made that up on the fly when you were on the phone, and now you're acting like it's a truth, and he's playing along with it.
Yep. Totally. So we could return to Spaz's garage, but approach from an unassuming angle and see if there are hostile entities before we raid it for parts and drugs for more money.
Fair enough.
Okay. Is that what
So I
you guys-
approach from a 34-degree angle.
The most unassuming angle there is.
Yeah, it's not quite 35. It's definitely not 30. Certainly
Never
not 90
expect
at all.
34.
Yeah, no one expects 34. So it's completely unassuming as you roll in to Frank's, or not to Frank, to Spaz's shop. You land in a weird way because of the 34 degree angle. Because you also have like a 47 degree pitch on your vehicle, right? So it's a weird landing. Probably the weirdest landing you've ever done. But hey, she asked for an unassuming angle, so you provided.
Your angle was 3% off again.
So as you land, you notice that like Spaz's shop looks exactly the way it was when you guys sort of tore out of there in a hurry to catch up with the convoy. Nothing's different or strange about it.
We don't see any like strange people inside of it, or there's no vehicles sitting in the alleyways or anything anywhere.
Nope.
Or
You probably need a reader for that.
No, none of that.
Well, let's go see.
be ready to evacuate quickly.
You guys are assuming so much. You're like acting like there's danger here. This is where I tell you, then you spend the rest of the day sort of like messing around Spaz's garage, and then there's like you order a pizza, and this is when I say all that.
Okay,
But that
Say
isn't,
that.
That isn't what I say.
of course.
But that's not what you said.
No. Instead, when you walk in, you find the place looks exactly the same, except that there's a little chip device sitting on the chair. It's not the chip that you left with the Yakuza. It's just a chip device. It's a little chippy thing, and it's very clear that it's like "Play Me," like written on it, kind of feel. Like you have that feels from it.
I hook it up to one of his devices.
Yeah, one of his
and put it in
many
me.
monitors in this place. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You do that. Just plug it in. It comes on, and you see that blonde woman. Right. She's that very blonde, very tall, very beautiful woman. She says, she just comes on the screen. She's like, okay, so let's talk about something. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you really were Filthy Frank, but I know this. You have messed with some powers that you can't possibly understand. We have the children. We will give them back to you, and we'll even help you if you get back that chip and return it to the church within 48 hours. That's all. You know where to find me. You know how to contact us. But you're obviously not very smart, because whatever device you're playing this on is now telling us where you are. So we know how to find you. Goodbye. And it stops.
Well, they are not very smart if they don't realize the chip is in the same location that they dropped it off.
You know, that was based on the idea that you'd, like, you know, take it somewhere or whatever.
I just love that
They're
he
not
thinks
that-
he outsmarted them, but like I played it immediately. I'm way smarter.
Joke's on you.
Yep, we are where you thought we'd
man.
Um,
The better question is, do you guys have kids?
No,
Do the robots have kids?
I don't think that's possible.
I
Uh,
have not chosen to plan to pass my what's the word I want? Pass my
AI.
my AI, yes, my AI into an alternate entity yet.
You may want to soon. That body is looking rough.
I can tell by the looks of your body that your mother was a junkyard machine.
I am a prototype. I did not have a mother.
Yeah, me neither, pal. Let's get out of here.
Did you want the drugs?
Yeah.
Oh,
we should definitely
yes.
fill some bags.
Wait. I gotta get drugs.
I
Talked about
believe-
selling them. That's money. Money buys
I
weapons.
believe Spaz kept his drugs over here.
And here,
yeah, he did not do
here,
a very good job of
here.
keeping them hidden.
there.
He spun in a
There.
circle like this.
Yeah, basically, if there's a jar or a shelf, there's some drugs there.
347 points of contact located in this room.
I'm gonna look for any augmenting types of.
Oh yeah, you guys
stuff
can
to
grab a
help
bunch
with
of
doing
random
that.
stuff, and you'll be able to like do so. Like I'll decrease the cost of some augments in the future. But it occurs to you when you're grabbing those things that by kids, they probably meant Glitch and Cypher, right? Because they're actually like 16 years old.
Imagine they're like going through and loading stuff in the car. Oh, they meant the other two as the kids. And continues loading stuff.
And that sort
Yeah,
of that
that's
moment
the
of
end.
like realization is why a robot is considered like a living creature, because he had a standard human moment of like, oh right, they meant that thing. Okay, good. But then he goes
He
back to
says
his
that-
like compassionless life of like, cool.
When he says that, I imagine that Drill Bit's like carrying stuff out to the car, and she just stops and listens and goes, "That is unfortunate. Glitch was extremely handy with her armor shield." And then kind of just keeps packing like everybody else.
All right, I think that we will end the session here today, and we'll pick up at this cliffhanger next time. So thanks everybody for coming to this game,
It was hella fun.
paying attention to our battle in the sky.
And you did a great job hacking, Steve. I was totally just.
No,
you know.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I mean, he did a great job hacking, except he spent a whole turn convulsing, you know. Except
Well,
for
I mean,
that.
he is a meatbag. You got to cut him some slack.
That's true. But all right, so we'll meet back here 1 week from today, where we'll continue the story, where we can find out what happened to the two twins as they were taken by those people, whomever they were, but probably belonged to the Church of the Truth. And you can find out what the group is going to do to get them back or not, and if they're going to cross the Yakuza in the process. We'll find out next time. So thanks everybody for coming, and we'll see you later. Why don't everyone, like I did last time, I'm going to wave, but I actually just remembered that I'm going to have you guys tell everyone where they can find you if they want to find out more about you. So I'm going to go in order. I'm going to go Glitch, and then Zypher. So I'm going to go Paul, Steven, Kenya, Tyler, and Dan, and then we'll end. So we'll do that. So Paul, where can people find you if they want to find you?
Well, you can find me right here. Twitch TV/The Raven Roll. Where I just made affiliate status, so at least
Nice.
come and follow me. And I stream RPG games, video games, and stuff like that. So I also play community games like Among Us and Phasmophobia. So if you join, we can play together. And the RPGs, we can also play together there. So yeah. And this has been fun, and let's hope the clone will be a little more human than the robots and come and save us.
Oh, we didn't add it.
Only way to really find me is when Scott streams on things. For now, I'm planning on making my own Twitch channel, and hopefully I can start getting a following too. So we'll see how that goes in the mid-future.
I'm Kenya. I go by Acer Sin, so you can reach me at this place right down here. I really only run my Sunday game on there unless you happen to catch me randomly playing a video game. Like I'll occasionally stream Overcooked when my friends are deciding that yeeting spaghetti across a kitchen flying in hot air balloons is a good thing to do for the night. But otherwise, I run my game on Sundays. Super fun, lots of player agency, kind of just a game of seeing what they can do to drive me crazy. So really good time. My players are fantastic. Role players are really good. So yeah, check me out.
Don't have a Twitch channel yet. Will actually probably be set up by next week, so I'll have the information then. But the group I do plan on running in it, we will be running a D&D campaign on every other Monday starting early March. So that will be coming.
I got nothing, but anybody that wants to join us next week for the last live stream episode, I'll be here for that.
And that leaves me, and I muted myself, so I was unmuting. They could hear me, but you guys couldn't because I was doing some behind the cameras directing. I am Scott Ewells. I am the creator of Beta Red. You can find me there, but you can also find me there at Discord, where I have my company, Heroic Studios Gaming, which I incorporated just recently. That's where you can find us on Discord. You can come in and talk to us about stuff, or talk to us, I mean me. But you can talk to everyone that's in the community and build a community there. But I created this game, Beta Red. I also created Maximum Apocalypse, the RPG. You can find that on DriveThruRPG, but you can find Beta Red currently on Kickstarter. Yes, Kenya just shared the link to that over there in the Twitch chat, so go ahead and click on that and check out the Kickstarter. We are getting close to that 2,500 mark, which, like I said, I woke up this morning and posted the wrong numbers for when we were going to hit that goal.
You hit it.
But we did it? Oh, sweet.
You're at 2510. Yeah, you hit it.
2510. All right, we've just unlocked it, so we're going to... This adventure that you guys have been paying attention to, and this adventure that you guys have been playing, I will go ahead and write it up and turn it into a cool document that I give to everybody as a gift. That's what the 2,500 goal is going to be, because I put a poll out there, and that's what people wanted. So then the next goal, the 2,750 goal, will be the virtual reality rules, because that's what everyone wanted as their number 2. That was the number 2 popular thing. So, but all right, so you can check us out. Check it out. Throw money at it if you want to play this game and get it as soon as possible without having to buy it at a store. But if you want to wait and buy it at a store in like 6, 7, 8 months from now, that's your problem. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for joining. Transition us out of here.